for the one you love the most. Careful, she's listening right down the hall. We cannot say we will not evolve. So we set sail, carry on, moving forward to take another step in the proper direction. Out of sight, out of mind, it's no wonder we never seem to exist. Scream for me, I want to hear you. Pray for me, I want to feel you. Why did you try to explain what's happening? Scream for me, I want to hear you. Pray for me, I want to feel you. Why did you explain? Why did you try? Why did you try?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, and we're kicking the pay-per-view off with Sheamus. He'll be taking on Daniel Bryan one-on-one in an Extreme Rules match. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brendan Plays, and I hope you guys are ready for a jam-packed night full of intense and extreme action. This is going to be one hell of a night. This is the follow-up from our WrestleMania pay-per-view. It's the first pay-per-view of the WWE 2k16 series, and it's going to be a hell of a show. Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan to kick the show off. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to watch a specific matchup, go check out the description down below where there will be timestamps, and you can skip ahead and watch whatever match you would like. So go check that description down below. But I encourage you guys to watch every single show on this card. There is 8 huge matches tonight, and most of the titles are going to be up for grabs as well as we get extreme tonight. Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan in a rivalry that's began a couple of months ago over on Monday Night Raw, and it's now progressed over on SmackDown, on Thursday Night SmackDown, and for the first time we're going to see these two go one-on-one in a couple of months here at Extreme Rules. And here comes Sheamus' opponent. It is Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan, what a roller coaster he's had in the last 3 months or so. I mean, going from getting an opportunity at the WWE Championship to having a bit of a struggle against Sheamus, then getting drafted over to SmackDown, and perhaps Daniel Bryan thought he wasn't going to get his opportunity at Sheamus again. Well, Sheamus, he got traded over to SmackDown himself, so Sheamus joining Daniel Bryan over there, and has given this opportunity for this rivalry to continue on here at Extreme Rules tonight. Bryan versus Sheamus. Could be the last time we see these two lock up for quite some time, and we'll see who does get the better of each other in this one. The reason why this one all pretty much started is because Daniel Bryan a few months ago wasn't exactly very pleased about what happened between him and Sheamus. He decided to put a bit of icing on the cake after his match against Sheamus on Monday Night Raw by kicking Sheamus' head into the steel ring post. It was nasty, it was brutal. Very unlike Daniel Bryan, but it was a more of an aggressive side to Bryan that we've been yet to see, and that kind of kick-started this whole rivalry off. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, this match is underway. Sheamus and Bryan, and straight away, the punches are flying everywhere, and this one is not really going to be much of a technical match. We might see a few holds here and there, but it's mostly going to be pretty brutal, I think. I think these guys are going to get the toys out, that's for sure, and smash each other's heads in, because that's what it's all about here at Extreme Rules. We're here to see extreme action, and Extreme Rules match is the name of the game in this one. And Bryan versus Sheamus. Sheamus at the moment using his strength advantage to take down Bryan. Got that leg to help him sweep Bryan off his feet. And again, they lock up again. But Bryan, the technical specialist, but the strength of Sheamus, too much to overcome, but Bryan hits back with a drop kick. And that was beautifully done by Bryan, and these two lock up again. So tonight we got a hell of a card, like we said a little bit earlier. We got Brock Lesnar versus Kevin Owens in our main event, an Extreme Rules match for the World Heavyweight Championship. That is going to be one hell of a fight, and that is what it's going to be, an absolute fight. And we also have a triple threat match between Dolph Ziggler, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. Now that is going to be a great match as well. I don't think that one's going to be as much of a brawl as Owens and Lesnar, but that should be still one to watch, that is for sure. And, of course, Christian versus Bray Wyatt. Both the tag titles are on the line. The Divas title's up for grabs. We also have another big rivalry match concluding at this pay-per-view as well. And that will be Ryback versus Triple H in a no-holds-barred match. That'll be later on. So that'll be the final encounter between those two. And at the moment, it's Triple H. Well, Triple H is dominating the rivalry, isn't he? He's 2-0 against Ryback. But Ryback not giving up yet. He wants to get one on the board. He has an opportunity as Bryan takes down Sheamus to the outside. And that's going to be the card for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as Bryan hits a suplex to Sheamus. And on the outside of the ring as well for just that extra emphasis as well. Basically, the rulebook was thrown out the window for this one. You can use whatever the hell you want to try and inflict as much damage as possible on your opponent. Sheamus, I thought he was going to get taken down there by Bryan, but a good counter by Sheamus, taking down Daniel Bryan. I think the fall or the submission must be in the ring, though. That's really the only thing that matters in this matchup. So everything else, forget about it. Sheamus and Bryan to the outside now, and I expect a lot of that throughout the night. Use the outside to your advantage, and why wouldn't you? You know, if you have the opportunity to go to the outside and use the ringside barricade, or grab something from the fans, or use the steel chairs on the ringside, or the announce table. There's so many weapons you can use on the outside. It's really the perfect place to go to inflict even more damage on your opponent. And you can see both these guys are outside the ring right now, but Bryan might be thinking about bringing it back into the ring. Not a bad idea. And uh-oh. Bryan spinning Sheamus around now. Well, we dubbed it the merry-go-round a couple weeks ago on SmackDown. And it's going to happen again. And now Bryan and Sheamus again. This time, Daniel Bryan, a good start to this matchup. He's got the upper hand in the opening get-goings here, which I would probably say I'm surprised about. I really thought that... oh, here we go. He's going to go for another turn on the ride. Here we go. Sheamus getting spun around a little bit more. Might be feeling a little bit dizzy and perhaps a bit sick after that ride there. It's not exactly a thrill ride. It's more of a roller coaster, and it's going to be taking its course. But Bryan unable to continue the assault here as Sheamus looking to fight back. So really, I thought Bryan would probably lose this one because I think Sheamus has the size advantage. But to Bryan's credit, though, he's had a pretty good build-up. You know, Bryan, has struggled for the last few weeks, but ever since getting that victory over Kevin Owens, we've really seen a better side of Daniel Bryan. He got the loss against Randy Orton, but it's been back and forth these two. Sheamus up the top rope, went for a big flying elbow, and he's missed it. Missed the course, and he's crashed and burned there as Bryan now will take advantage. Uh-oh. Big kick right to the chest there. So, I thought Daniel Bryan might have just been struggling a little bit over on Raw, and the move to SmackDown may have been the best thing for him. He was on Raw for a long time. He never really achieved what he wanted to do, which is why he didn't want to leave Raw. He didn't want to leave Raw without achieving his goals, as that steel chair now being used. And again, Daniel Bryan using it to good effect on Sheamus, who wants to get the chair off Daniel Bryan ASAP, and why wouldn't you? And again, Sheamus hits back. So, Daniel Bryan's Monday Night Raw career was less than impressive, let's be honest. So a move here to SmackDown has done some good things for Bryan. Obviously, he picked up a huge victory over Kevin Owens, and Bryan and Sheamus have gone back and forth in after-match exchanges, and, 1 week it was all Sheamus, the next week it was Daniel Bryan. So, here we go, Bryan with a submission hold. He's got that head locked in and that arm as well. So it's been really back and forth between these two guys, to be honest. And it's going to be hard to pick a winner. I was going to say Sheamus because I thought an Extreme Rules match would suit Sheamus' style more. With the brawling, using these weapons, doing whatever the hell he wants, rather than a technical wrestling matchup. I think Sheamus has that advantage because of that. But Daniel Bryan, he can certainly brawl with the best of them as well. And now Sheamus, how about another turn on the ride? Here we go. Spinning him around and taking him down. But whilst it does a bit of damage to the head of Sheamus and kind of, makes him a little bit loopy, he doesn't know where the hell he is, I mean, it also does a bit of an effect on Daniel Bryan as well. And Bryan unable to really keep his balance, I suppose, and keep himself stabilized. So whilst he's going to go for it again, whilst it might do some good work to Sheamus, is also affecting Daniel Bryan at the same time. So Bryan doing it a little bit too often might not be the best thing for him. And I think these guys might need to look to try and bring this one back in the ring. And that's exactly what they're going to do here. Bryan needs to try and keep it in the ring, I think. Keep it in the ring and look to keep this one as a wrestling matchup rather than trying to brawl with Sheamus. It's not going to work if that's the case, and Bryan could be found out. Using these chairs, the kendo sticks that we've seen in the past few weeks isn't Daniel Bryan's forte. He needs to keep it in the ring, and uh-oh, here we go. Bryan now, over the top of Sheamus. Here we go. Daniel Bryan, he's going to launch himself. Yes, he will. Launches himself at Sheamus. And you might be thinking high risk now. Gonna go to the top, perhaps a flying elbow or a flying headbutt. What are we gonna see? Daniel Bryan went for the flying headbutt, and he's missed. And that could be a huge game changer in this one. Sheamus rolling out of harm's way. Now gonna look for something under the ring. What is he gonna get? And he has a steel chair. So this is not good for Daniel Bryan, a place that he does not want to be in. Oh! A stiff shot there to Daniel Bryan. And like we said, you do not want to allow Sheamus to do that because he will take advantage and he will make you pay. But Bryan countering and taking down Sheamus. So Daniel Bryan might be thinking to go back to the top again. Will it work this time for him? He's going to go for it again, perhaps. Bryan off the top rope. Flying headbutt and connects. Can Daniel Bryan capitalize here? Going for the cover now. Here we go. Count of 2 and he kicks out. Well, a good start from Daniel Bryan anyways, and could be the build-up to something bigger for him here. He's got Sheamus rocking here, and uh-oh, here we go! Yes, it's locked in, it's the S-Lock! The S-Lock is applied! Will Sheamus tap out in this Extreme Rules match? Bryan may have been losing some of his grip there, and lets the hold go. Obviously, Sheamus much bigger than Daniel Bryan. Hard to put a submission hold in on somebody of his size, and Sheamus now might be looking for some white noise. Yes, there it is. Connects nicely. Taking down Bryan and impacting on his lower to upper body. And oh, kicks out just in the nick of time or two. Sheamus can't believe it. He thought he may have nearly had that. It was a close count. So it was Bryan. Now Sheamus is hit back. Who's going to take the next step in gaining control in this matchup right now? It's Sheamus. Oh, but Bryan with the counter there. With the elbow right to Sheamus. And a swift drop kick. Well done to Bryan. Able to keep Sheamus down. Oh, he thought he might be thinking about top rope or something in the corner there. Instead, turns his attention back to Sheamus. Goes for the cover and gets a count of 2. And Bryan getting frustrated. You can see on his face, he's just wondering, what more do I have to do here? What more do I have to do to keep this big man down and get the 3 count? Sheamus now picks Bryan up. Puts him on the top rope. Oh, this isn't going to be good. This is not going to be good. Sheamus now. Oh, taking Bryan off the top rope. Rolling through. Here we go now. The cover. And he's got it. No. Jeez, that was close. And you can see Sheamus' eyes. He is frustrated just as much as Bryan was a moment ago. Both men can't put each other away. They both desperately want this win because not only is this a big win for it, over each other, both men are going and gunning for that World Heavyweight Championship here on SmackDown. And uh-oh, Sheamus now might be looking for the high cross. Bryan in real trouble. Yes, he connects it. Sheamus with the high cross. Gets the cover. Rope break is irrelevant. And Bryan, oh, he gets the shoulder up again. Wow. What more does Sheamus have to do now? The high cross taking down Bryan. And normally, that puts any normal man away. But Bryan is no normal man. He's fighting for his life here. And Daniel Bryan remains in it. He's still in this matchup. But for how much longer, though? Sheamus still looking to stay in control of it. But Bryan looking to fight his way back through and get back into it. And uh-oh, Sheamus with a nice counter. Bryan went for the suplex. Sheamus turned it into an offensive maneuver of his own, and now looks to put Bryan away. Gets that shoulder up again. So Sheamus just taking his time here. Just recollecting his thoughts. What's he going to do next, I guess, is the next plan for Sheamus. What can I do next to keep Bryan down and try and put him away? He's going to toss him down. Almost on that steel chair as well. Here we go again. Sheamus trying to win this matchup. Bryan still in it, though. Not yet for Sheamus. Sheamus still wondering what more What more do I have to do to Daniel Bryan to win it here? Bryan taken down by Sheamus. And now those hands are wrapped around the throat and the jaw of Daniel Bryan. But Bryan has a counter for everything. And that's a unique counter there by Bryan. And Sheamus, oh, jeez. Not much in the skull of Sheamus, but he's using it to good effect anyways. That headbutt, that was a thing of beauty there. It's just brutal. That's what Extreme Rules is all about, using whatever the hell you have to do to win this one. Sheamus, though, he still has control. He still is looking very good here. And Daniel Bryan now with these kicks. And these kicks generally mean business for Daniel Bryan. Sheamus in real trouble. What about that one? Right to the side of the skull. And that is going to make Sheamus even uglier. Now Bryan to win the matchup. Oh, 2.5 count, maybe even 2 3/4. Wow, that was close, and you can see it. Daniel Bryan thought he had him. Bryan very close to winning this match. It would have been a great comeback from him too. Sheamus was really in control, and Sheamus dropped on his shoulder and the neck pretty badly there. And Bryan might be looking to put Sheamus away here. Here we go. The yes lock is in again. The yes lock is applied. Can Sheamus fight out of it? Or will he have to tap out? Bryan, no, he can't get it. The damage has been done to the arm though. But Bryan couldn't make Sheamus tap out. Perhaps he should have went for that running knee instead. Who knows? But Bryan now countering. Sheamus going for the white noise, but Bryan with the counter. Now he's going to try and put Sheamus away. The cover now. And a kick out at 2 again. A close battle between these two warriors right now. Bryan very close to putting Sheamus away. But Sheamus keeps kicking out. And a big right hand there to Daniel Bryan. Nothing pretty about that. That is just a stiff shot to the skull. Bryan got Sheamus back to his feet. Tried to go for those kicks again. Sheamus to the counter though. Kick to the midsection. Bryan takes him down. Sheamus back to his feet. Bryan going to try and do it again. Going for that German suplex. No counter there by Sheamus. And a big stiff shot again. Sheamus taking his time and surveying the crowd. That might not be the wisest idea, Sheamus. You got a match on your hands here. It's a close one. You need to keep your eye on your opponent. And Bryan is going to make him pay. Hooks the arms with that suplex. Daniel Bryan, can he capitalize now? He's close. Picks Sheamus back to his feet. He's got him back up now. Into the corner is Sheamus. An elbow shot there by the Celtic Warrior. Bryan takes him down. Bridges looking to win this match. This could be it for Daniel Bryan. No. Wow, that was close. I thought for a second that might have been it. Bryan, a smart maneuver there. He's going to go for another suplex. Takes down Sheamus. Has he got enough in the tank to keep it going here? Trying to keep Sheamus grounded by taking down the legs. Here goes Daniel Bryan now. He's going to look to fly off the top once again. Looking for that flying headbutt. One more time. Bryan, here he goes. No, Sheamus back to his feet. And hits the bro kick. The bro kick out of nowhere. You've got to be kidding me. Sheamus steals the matchup. Well, that is an impressive kick. An impressive sequence of maneuvers there by Bryan and Sheamus. Bryan thought he had it won. He took Sheamus down. Looked to fly off the top. Sheamus scouting it out. He knew it was coming. Gets back to his feet. Hits the bro kick right on the button. And that is all she wrote for this one. The Celtic Warrior knocks off Daniel Bryan in a hell of a matchup. What a way to kick off Extreme Rules. A great finish to this one. Here it was, Bryan thinking to himself, if I hit this flying headbutt, that might be the final shot that I need. Or perhaps look for the running knee next. Sheamus back to his feet. And Bryan was about to fly anyways. But Sheamus caught him out with the bro kick. And that was it. Sheamus, 1, 2, 3. Picks up the victory here tonight. The Celtic Warrior kicks off Extreme Rules in emphatic fashion. What a way to win in this one as we get ready to move on to our next matchup. What a win here by Sheamus. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, for our first championship matchup of the evening. It is going to be for the Divas Championship. It is going to be Emma in a triple threat matchup against Naomi, our Divas Champion, and of course Sasha Banks. Triple threat matchup for the Divas Championship. Emma, the former Divas Champion, looking to win back her championship that she lost at the WrestleMania pay-per-view. Sasha Banks, the newest diva on the roster. She's a rookie around here, and she's made a huge impression in only a short amount of weeks. And she's already got herself an opportunity at this championship, so we'll see how she fares here tonight. And Emma lost her championship to Naomi one-on-one at WrestleMania. Doesn't get a one-on-one opportunity tonight because she failed to beat Sasha Banks a couple of weeks ago. And unfortunately for Emma, she now has to try and win it back in triple threat action. Well, here comes the first of our two opponents tonight. It is going to be Sasha Banks. She goes by the nickname of the Boss. Well, she's got a long way to prove us, a long way to go before she proves herself to be the Boss. But hey, winning the Divas Championship will certainly put her on the journey, put her on the path to staking that claim. And tonight, a big opportunity for her, a Divas Championship matchup just after a few weeks of being on the roster. That's a big ask for a rookie to come along and win a title after just a few weeks, especially against the likes of Naomi and Emma, who've been very, very impressive in the last number of weeks. So can Sasha Banks do it? So we'll have to wait and see as her opponent, the champion, is about ready to come out. Here it is. Here comes our champion. It is Naomi, our Divas champion. She won the championship at WrestleMania, like we said a moment ago, against Emma. And she is looking to have a long stint as Divas champion now. Last time she held it, it only lasted a few weeks. This time, she's looking to at least extend that a few more weeks and have a good run with it this time. I mean, the Divas Championship has been renowned to be a bit hot potato when everybody gets a turn. It's a bit like Oprah. You get a prize, you get a prize, you get a prize. Well, here in the WWE, it's you get a title, you get a title, you get a title. Everyone gets a title match. Everyone gets a title shot, but it's the Divas that managed to hold on to the championship for a long period of time that really set themselves apart from the rest. And Naomi has a chance to really do that tonight. Emma held the title for a few months, so she showed us what she's made of. So we'll see if Naomi can follow suit and do something very similar. So this one is underway. Naomi, Emma, and Sasha Banks. And straight away, Naomi going after Sasha Banks. And of course, Sasha Banks, impressive victory over Naomi on Monday Night Raw, proving to us that she truly is ready for this opportunity. She is ready for this big matchup. A couple of big wins against the right people, and straight away, Sasha Banks becomes a legitimate threat to this Divas Championship. Two great matchups against Emma that we saw on main event, and it was Emma winning the first one. Sasha Banks looked to put Emma away, and Emma hitting the big counter. You know, Sasha Banks looked to fly over the top rope. Emma with the elbow shot, and after that, Emma was able to take advantage with a big suplex. So, you know, certainly quite impressive performance there by Emma, but she really only just held on. She had to use the ropes to her advantage and cheat her way to victory. And obviously in the second matchup, it was Sasha Banks picking up the victory. No cheating involved, no cheating needed. It was fair and square. A good victory there by Sasha Banks. So Emma desperately trying to do everything that she could to try and make sure that it was going to be a one-on-one matchup at Extreme Rules. Instead, Sasha Banks proved to be too much for her. And Sasha Banks has been the talk of the town here in the Divas division. And that has frustrated Naomi, there's no doubt about that. She won the Divas Championship at WrestleMania and all eyes were on her. But after just 2 weeks, those eyes are now shifted towards Sasha Banks. There's a lot of jealousy right now between Naomi and Sasha Banks, and Emma as well. And I think Naomi and Emma will be looking to take out the rookie here, and they'll be happy if at least one of those two walk out with the championship tonight. I think the locker room here in the Divas division is perhaps against Sasha Banks. They don't want to see this rookie succeed. You know, they've been here for a long time, and this rookie all of a sudden gets this opportunity ahead of them. That's going to frustrate a lot of the Divas in the back. So Sasha Banks, Emma, and Naomi all on the outside right now, and have been for quite some time. A running bulldog there takes down Naomi face first. Sasha Banks taking down Naomi. Emma has Naomi back to her feet though. So like we said a little bit earlier on in the show, going to the outside might be the name of the game here tonight. I think many matches will be featured on the outside of the ring, trying to inflict extra damage. Obviously, disqualifications aren't enforced in a triple threat matchup, but pinfalls and submissions have to take place in the middle of the ring. So these Divas, if they choose to do so, can look to use a few weapons of their own to inflict even further damage on their opponents. Emma has a hold of Naomi. She's going to look to throw in the ring. Not going to happen though, and Naomi, Hurricane Rana, takes down Emma. So impressive start to this one here by Naomi, and she has been very good in the last 3 or so months herself. Whilst Emma has been the champion, Naomi's always been the second best going around, and it was only a matter of time, in my opinion, that we saw Naomi finally win the big one and defeat Emma for the championship. And she managed to do it at WrestleMania in impressive form. It was a good matchup between the two, but Naomi was just the better of the two on that occasion. And Emma taken down again. So we'll see how Sasha Banks fares against these two Divas, and two former champions in the one matchup, whereas Sasha Banks, an unknown. We don't know what to expect from her. And now she has a hold of Naomi, I should say, and Sasha Banks takes down Naomi. Oh, she's going to hold on to it. She's going to go for a second to the outside. How about a third? Sasha Banks, 3 suplexes in a row to Naomi on the outside. Now that is impressive, and just throws Emma in for good measure as well. Sasha Banks, what a start to this matchup. Sasha Banks might be looking to put Emma away here. She has an opportunity, but Naomi gets back in the ring, and we've talked about it so many times here in Universe Mode, but to win a triple threat matchup, you really do have to take both opponents out. And Sasha Banks did have Naomi out of the game, but Naomi gets back in the ring before Sasha can really take advantage, and Sasha almost puts Emma away. And Naomi must have been pretty confident that Emma was going to count out there, because she did not look to break it up. Emma back to her feet and takes down Naomi with the DDT. So that's a risky move there by Naomi, just to watch her opponent try and kick out. You want to make sure that you have some influence on it, because you don't want to stand there and watch, because they may not kick out and you might cost yourself. Oh, Naomi off the top rope with a moonsault. But it's Sasha Banks. She comes in and tries to steal it, and this time Naomi's not going to let Sasha Banks pick up the win. No way. Naomi's not exactly thrilled that Sasha Banks tried to steal the win away from Naomi there. And now a double team on Naomi by Sasha and Emma. And now Emma looks to put this away. Sasha's watching on, and oh geez, again it was close. Sasha Banks running the risk. Jeez, I don't know what these Divas are doing here. If it were me, I would not let these Divas get anywhere near a pinfall there. And they're getting to counts of 2.5. They're getting very close. It could cost one of these two, one of these three later on if they do it again, as Naomi's sent to the outside with her right hand there by Sasha, who takes down Emma again. If Sasha can hit something big here, it might be the move she needs to win this one. And a big shot there. Emma sent down. So we're going to go to the outside of the ring again, shall we? And oh, big kick there, Insecurity there to Emma. Sasha Banks watching on as well. She wants to get herself involved. And Naomi gets a piece of Sasha, throws her back in the ring. And Emma's just going to watch on. Oh, the tables are turned here. The attention turned back to Emma there by Naomi. And now Naomi might be looking to throw Emma back in there. And perhaps all three Divas getting it back into the ring now. Oh, wait a minute. Naomi's waiting a moment. And Sasha Banks, meanwhile, here we go. Sasha Banks now has it locked in. Submission hold locked in now. Sasha Banks might be looking to put Emma away. She's got the bank statement locked in. But not quite, as Emma is able to get out of the hold. And Naomi back coming after Emma now. And Emma in the corner. Naomi, what's she thinking here? She might be looking to fly off the top again. We saw it earlier. Here we go. And Naomi off the top rope. She's trying to win the matchup. Sasha Banks watching on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Naomi picks up the win. What the hell was Sasha doing? Sasha watching on. And we said it earlier on, that was going to cost someone the matchup if they did that again, and it has. Naomi flies off the top with a moonsault and picks up the victory while Sasha Banks was watching on. She could have broken the pinfall up, she could have saved the match for herself. Perhaps a rookie error has been enforced. Sasha Banks making a huge mistake, but hey, she wasn't pinned. It was Emma getting defeated here. So you can argue that Sasha might have another opportunity down the line, but geez, she could have broke that up and she could have given herself a better chance here. And we saw it a few times throughout the matchup where it was close pinfall predicaments, but they didn't. They decided not to go for the breakup. They just let the pinfalls occur. And here it was. Naomi jumps off the first onto the top rope, hits the moonsault, beautifully executed, and it's enough to put Emma away. See, Sasha Banks right there has an easy chance to break that up. She's standing right there, chooses not to, and it cost her the match. Naomi retains, and we talked about it earlier on. Naomi, a short reign the first time round. She's looking to really extend it and have a good run of the championship this time, and she's done it. Naomi wins here at Extreme Rules. She hangs on to the championship for at least another few weeks, you would assume. Well done to Naomi. A big victory for her. It was as we go ahead and get ready to move on to our next matchup. So our next matchup is for the Intercontinental Championship. It is going to be Christian going up against Bray Wyatt one-on-one. Our champion Bray Wyatt defends against this man who was trying to, I suppose, revive what is left of his career. He wants this to be one last run and one last successful run. He wants to be a champion one more time before he calls it quits. He knows time is running out. He knows he doesn't have much left in those old legs of his, but he wants to achieve greatness before it's all said and done. He had an opportunity to become the World Heavyweight Champion not long ago. He knows he's probably not there now, but he wants to be an Intercontinental Champion one more time, and perhaps that will elevate him back in the World Championship scene later on. But this is a big chance for Christian here to really just get himself back on top of things. You know, him as a single star hasn't exactly thrived at all throughout the series. He's been okay at best. He's been in amongst it. The last few weeks, though, some good victories to earn himself this opportunity. Obviously, he had to defeat Neville as well to claim the #1 contendership spot, and he was able to do that. And that was a hell of a victory against Neville, who's also on the rise himself. So Christian comes into this match with plenty of form, looking very, very good himself, and has a huge opportunity here to walk out as Intercontinental Champion for the first time here in Universe Mode. Well, this is going to be one tough opponent for Christian. It is the Intercontinental Champion, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt winning the championship back at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, defended it successfully at WrestleMania, and now he looks to defend against Christian here tonight. Bray Wyatt and his family are on the rise once again. They've had a tough number of months, but you just get the feeling that they are starting to get back to their best. And it's not too far away until we see the Wyatt family holding all the gold again. Bray Wyatt, he's got the gold around his waist. It's the first step in the right direction for the family. And Bray Wyatt looks to continue that momentum here tonight. Bray defends against Christian one-on-one. Unlike some of the other matches we've seen, it's been a little bit extreme. This one is one-on-one down to the wire. And Bray Wyatt, there will not be any weapons being used. It'll just be down to these two men in the middle of the ring. So we'll find out who is the better of the two. Bray Wyatt, the lights go back on as we get ready for Wyatt versus Christian one-on-one. And a good matchup between these two. It's certainly been a close encounter the last few weeks as we get ready to get this one underway. The title is on the line. Intercontinental Championship matchup. Christian versus Bray Wyatt as we lock up here. And Bray Wyatt, obviously the bigger of the two, to get the opening start here and gain the early advantage. Bray Wyatt has Christian in that corner now as the referee gets in between the two. And Christian fighting back here with a couple of shots here to start this one off. So we've seen the last few weeks as well, Bray Wyatt getting the better of Christian. A couple of blindsiding attacks. So I think Christian, he has to be on top of his game here. I mean, Christian, I don't know if he knows what he's getting himself into. I think Christian, you see that he had that huge loss against Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. That really hurt him. That really affected him. And now I think this is his last chance in his own mind to become something again. And now I think Christian, he's reluctant. I don't think he'll ever trust another person again because of what Jericho did to him. So now he's all on his own. Singles is his only chance now to really become a champion once again. And is Christian good enough? Does he have enough left in the tank to compete with these other guys, these younger superstars like a Bray Wyatt? I don't know. We're going to find out tonight, as Christian now has the arm of Bray and looking for a submission hold perhaps. No, just working down the arm. Gets Bray Wyatt back to his feet now, and Christian needs to look for that kill switch ASAP, and that could be the one move to win this match for him as he takes down Bray Wyatt. Christian, the veteran, he's won every title throughout his career, but here in Universe Mode, big knee drop there, only a tag team champion. And he's had a few chances at the Intercontinental Championship a couple of years ago when he was on SmackDown, and he had no success there. Oh, taken down again there by Bray. So he's been in amongst it, but never really succeeded, and obviously at the Royal Rumble, getting an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. And I kind of discredit that because I really believe in my own opinion that Christian was never really focused on that world title on that occasion. Christian perhaps looking for a sidewalk slam there. Not going to get it though because Bray Wyatt fights out of it. Bray back to his feet now and sends Christian down. So the champion Bray Wyatt has a hold of Christian now, and he looks in, picks him up, takes him down. Nice suplex there by Bray. But Christian back to his feet and hits back. And that's what Christian's all about. He's going to be the veteran here. Oh, DDT. Christian is the veteran. He knows how to win big matches, and he has to use all that experience that he has in this one here tonight. Like he said, this could be his last chance. He doesn't have much time left. He needs to make sure that he utilizes the time that he does have left effectively. Now at the cover now, trying to put Bray Wyatt away, who kicks out comfortably at 1. Christian, tempted drop kick there, but Bray Wyatt got out of the way. Christian wanted to kind of slide and take those the big boot right to the back of Bray Wyatt's head there, but Bray back to his feet, and Christian again will take him down with a leg sweep. So far so good by Christian, showing us that he's still got it. He's still good enough to compete with the likes of a Bray Wyatt. And Bray, that knee drilled into the back of his head. Now that is going to be very damaged from there. That is not going to be very pretty for Bray Wyatt to encounter. Now Christian thinks he might have him. Not yet. Not yet for Christian, who only gets a counter 2 there on Bray Wyatt. And this time he connects with that drop kick. This time he finally is able to do what he wants. And he's thinking about going up the top rope. He decided to change corners there at the last second. I think that's cost him. That has cost him for sure. Now Bray Wyatt takes down Christian, knocks him to the outside, and has control. And Bray takes down Christian. Well, that's a huge mistake there by Christian. He could have put Bray Wyatt away there with a big top rope maneuver. He just chose the wrong corner at the first get-go, and it's cost him big time as Bray Wyatt is now assaulting him on the outside. Well, here we go. Bray Wyatt in complete control now. And now has Christian into the corner on the outside barricade. Count of 5 now by the referee. He's got to get back in the ring now. The count continues. Go up to a count of 7. And Bray Wyatt now launched into the corner. Christian, desperation mode now. Bray Wyatt was in complete control on the outside of the ring. Christian now has a chance to get back into it, but he has to utilize it, and he has to pull it off, and he's going to go for it at the top rope with a suplex. A suplex off the top rope. High risk maneuver. Could be it. All or nothing for Christian here. And Bray Wyatt does kick out though. Truly was all or nothing though. And now those head scissors locked in. Oh, wait a minute. Bray Wyatt countering very nicely. Close matchup between these two right now as Bray Wyatt, able to counter Christian. He's back to his feet now. Takes down Christian. What's Bray thinking about now? Taking a moment to kind of regroup and reassess here. That could also cost him here. No, it does. Christian scouted it out. The time wasting, not a good idea by Bray Wyatt as Christian's able to take advantage. And, Hurricane Rana there on Bray Wyatt. And Bray Wyatt could be in some trouble here. But he gets back to his feet, takes down Christian, knocks him down, looks to put him away, and a kick out again. Both men back to their feet now. Christian, what's he thinking about now? Uh-oh. Sends down Bray Wyatt with a knee onto the back of the head again. And this time, face first, right into the mat there on Bray Wyatt. Christian not messing around, trying to win this matchup now. A count of 2 and a kick out. Not yet for Christian. He's getting so close though. And oh, went for that drop kick again, but Bray Wyatt evading it, getting out of the way. But Christian again takes down Bray. Christian looking pretty good at the moment. Uh-oh, wait a second. Christian, what's he thinking about now? Has a hold of Bray, picks him up. And a suplex, Bray Wyatt's gut first right into the mat there. That is not going to tickle. That is going to do some big damage. And now Christian might be looking to put Bray Wyatt away. Christian has Wyatt in his sights. And now going for the kill switch. It's over. Christian with the cover. He's got it. Wait a second. What the hell? The lights have gone out. What's going on here? I mean, what the hell's this? Who the hell is that? Look at the size of that man. And oh my god, he's going after Christian. This match has been, I guess, declared as a no contest. And Christian taken out by this huge monster of a man. And it looks as though he's working for the Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt has recruited a new member. And now, picking up Christian, taking him down. Oh my god. Christian's been busted open as well. I think his nose went straight into the mat. And that could be disastrous for Christian. Not only does he have to contend with Bray Wyatt and his family, there's another new member of the Wyatt family now to deal with. The Wyatt family grows stronger and stronger. Look at the size of this man, just manhandling Christian like he's nothing. And Bray Wyatt will keep his championship for one more night. It looks as though Bray was in some trouble, but Bray outsmarts us all once again as we move on to our next match. Alright, so the WWE Tag Team Championships are on the line as Cesaro and Kid cash in their rematch clause, and they look to take on the Hall of Destruction, our Tag Team Champions, Mark Henry and Kane, here tonight in Tag Team action. Cesaro and Kid accompanied by Natalya, of course. So a big opportunity here for Cesaro and Kid, who didn't exactly have it easy. Earning this rematch, they had to go through the ringer a little bit. They had to defeat Chris Jericho and Batista, who are now, of course, known as the Beast Code. They had to defeat those two guys, and it was a tough opportunity for them. I mean, the Beast Code, they're a new tag team, so I suppose that kind of worked in Cesaro and Kid's favor, but the Beast Code were very, very impressive, and Cesaro and Kid had to be on top of their game, and they just managed to survive and get their opportunity at these tag team titles here tonight. And they're going to be coming up against these next two superstars. They are known as the Hall of Destruction. And here is the first out of the two. It is Mark Henry. Well, you talk about Mark Henry. He's won every damn title there is to win. Former World Heavyweight Champion. Former Intercontinental Champion. And now Tag Team Champion. Triple Crown Champion here in Universe Mode. I believe he might be the only one, or if not, at least the first one to have done it. Mark Henry is very, very good when it comes to winning and holding on to championships. Henry, very impressive. So, Triple Crown Champion Mark Henry. So, he's going to be very, very difficult to beat here tonight. He's still a good touch, despite perhaps getting up there in age. I guess he's one of the veterans around here. He just keeps getting better and better. And his tag team partner, well, he's pretty good himself. He's got his tag team partner of Kane coming out now. Two-time tag team champion here in Universe Mode. And this is a formidable team, that is for sure. They've been teaming up for a couple of months now, and ever since they started teaming up, I mean, they just keep on getting better and better. Actually, they've been teaming up for a while now, maybe 4 or 5 months or so, but it's been the last couple of months that I want to highlight where something just clicked. These two guys just got things right, and they've gone from a team that, yeah, they got a little bit of potential, but they're not that great. But I tell you what, these guys are turning up the heat. No pun intended. I mean, the heat is about to come right now. So, Mark Henry and Kane, the Hall of Destruction, my goodness, the last few months, they are just winning and dominating this division like I haven't seen for a long time. I mean, Cesaro and Kidd were pretty impressive as tag champions, but Mark Henry and Kane, they are on a whole nother level right now. But they've got some good competition coming through. So obviously Cesaro and Kidd here tonight, and we talked about it a moment ago, the Beast Code, Jericho and Batista, and there's a lot of other tag teams coming up the ranks as well. So Henry and Kane, they're going to have to be pretty damn good, because this tag team division is certainly getting better and better, and there's going to be some tough opponents coming their way in the near future. As Mark Henry and Cesaro kick this one off, it is Cesaro stomping away on Henry. So a good start here for the challengers here tonight. So obviously, it's so important to get off to a good start in a tag team contest. And really the name of the game is to try and isolate your opponent. You look at Mark Henry and Kane, either one of these guys could arguably be 2 men in one. It's just such a huge size advantage that they have. So trying to isolate one of them is going to be so difficult to do. But that's exactly what Cesaro and Kidd have to try and accomplish. There's been a lot of talk going on in the last few weeks that perhaps Cesaro and Kidd aren't on the same page anymore, and they're kind of slipping away as a tag team, but I don't see that as the case. I really believe Cesaro and Kidd are still on the same page and are still competing very well together. Obviously getting that victory against the Beast Code. Look at the straight to Cesaro, wow! Picking up Henry and holding him well in the air, hitting the suplex, taking him down. In comes Tyson Kidd. So I personally believe that Cesaro and Kidd are working fine as a tag team. This kind of all came about when Tyson Kidd, some people believe he walked out on Cesaro during a matchup. I don't really see that as the case. I just believe it was just Tyson Kidd being told to get out of the ring by the referee, and obviously Tyson Kidd took a long time. It was a count of 4, and then slowly he got himself out of the ring, and then whilst he was getting out of the ring, Cesaro was getting pinned. So obviously Tyson Kidd probably could have interfered there, but I think he tried to get out of the ring because the referee was about to disqualify him, so they couldn't afford that, that's for sure. So Kane in now, and he's coming after Tyson Kidd on the outside. Elbow shot there by Tyson. Brings up a couple of right hands there, and Kane takes him down. So to follow up on that, Tyson Kidd. That's not going to be exactly pleasant for him. Now Kane just launching him around, and Tyson Kidd just being thrown around like a little dart or something like that, and Kidd now launched into the ring side again, now in the apron. Counter 5 now by the referee, and both superstars will get back into the ring. So I guess following on from that, I mean, we saw Tyson Kidd at WrestleMania. What a performance he had, though. I mean, he didn't quite get it done, but man, Tyson Kidd, he was incredible on that occasion. He just really put up a great fight, was unstoppable on that matchup. It was impressive. It was incredible. So Tyson Kidd, you know, him as a singles guy here in this tag team, he's been a bit of a standout. So many believe that perhaps Cesaro and Kidd going their separate ways, it might be a good decision for their careers, because I personally believe, and I think you guys do as well, reading your comments, that a lot of you guys believe that either one of these guys, you take them as a singles, and they could immediately have huge success here as a singles competitor. Obviously, some tough competition. You got the likes of Dolph Ziggler as the champion right now of the United States, and then you look at the WWE Championship as well, Dean Ambrose, so some really tough competitors to beat at the top of the game. Here is a Kane set into the corner there by Cesaro. So that's probably why these guys are reluctant to kind of try out the test the waters of the singles division, because there's so much top tier talent there, as Cesaro off the top rope with a double axe handle right to the skull of the big red monster. Oh, there's that uppercut there. Kane launched into the air. Cesaro hits the uppercut, that European uppercut, and a count of 2. Very close, but Kane kicking out. So impressive there by Cesaro, and that's why we've talked about Cesaro being, you know, a singles champion one day, because he's so impressive in the ring. He can beat the best of the best. And Cesaro has nearly been at the top before. He's been close to being a world champion about a year or 2 ago on SmackDown. You know, he was getting close there. But Cesaro decided to venture back into the tag division, and he's having good success as now Kane off the top. Oh, sent to the outside with a suplex off the top rope. Now that is impressive by Cesaro, and Kane is in some trouble. Cesaro needs to continue the assault here on Kane. He's got Kane down, and here we go. What's Cesaro thinking about? Going for a powerbomb, and he connects nicely to the outside. Count of 4 now. They have to get back in the ring. And Kane's able to counter though, and they'll head back in with Kane waiting for Cesaro to come back in. Cesaro is now back, and he's going to be launched into the corner. That is Kane, of course. And you look at Henry and Kane, I mean, these two guys have been singles guys for a long time. They've been trying to win the top tier gold on their respective brands. You know, Mark Henry 2 years ago, former world champion, and then just over a year ago, he was an Intercontinental champion, and after that he had a bit of a lean spell. He wasn't a champion for a while and wasn't really winning many matches, as Kane now going to return serve with a suplex off the top rope. Risking it all, high risk maneuvers galore here in this matchup. So Mark Henry went for a bit of a lean spell and decided to venture into the tag team division, something he hadn't really gone into throughout his Universe Mode tenure. So he went in there and he's had success. And Kane yet to win a singles championship, so he tried and tried and tried, never really had much luck. So the tag team division has been the perfect, well, it's been a blessing in disguise for Kane. It's been the perfect route to take, as Henry just shrugging off Cesaro now, and a few kicks to the midsection of Cesaro, who's going to grab the neck of Henry and turn it down for a neck breaker. And Tyson Kidd back into the match. Frequent tags is really the name of the game, let's be honest. You keep tagging in your tag team partner. No, speaking of a tag, here comes Kane. And now Kane with a bit more of a fresh legs than Mark Henry. And he takes out Cesaro as well as Tyson Kidd. And now Kidd up and sent down with a powerbomb. And Kane has a chance to perhaps win this one now. But Cesaro was out of the ring and out of action. He had no idea what was going on, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to take out both men here in a tag team contest, or try and have your partner take out the other superstar on the apron. And Kane this time, he took both men out by himself, but he couldn't quite capitalize. A tag has been made, I believe, there. So now some double team happening as the knees drilled right into the midsection of Tyson Kidd. Tyson in some trouble now, as Mark Henry's trying to win this one and retain the titles. Not yet, though, as a counter 2. Tyson Kidd kicking out quite comfortably. The world's strongest man trying to lay down on Tyson Kidd and force the pinfall. Now Tyson Kidd trying to force the 400-pounder to try and tap out. But Henry able to stay in it. Tyson Kidd perhaps thinking that the damage has been done. He's going to try and win the match by pinfall instead. Not going to happen yet, though, as Tyson Kidd unable to win again. Close contest between these two teams, and really you talk about the top 2 teams here in the division. It's been these two teams, I should say, for the last number of months. So it's only fitting that we see them one more time go at it here tonight. Tag titles on the line. Cesaro might be ready to launch Henry. Oh, what's going on here? Tyson Kidd. Oh, takes down Henry over the top there. Now Cesaro trying to win it, but it's the big red monster Kane getting in there and making sure it doesn't happen. And Mark Henry with a knee right to Cesaro, taking him down, and now he believes he might have enough to win this one for his team and retain the titles. But Cesaro comfortably kicking out once again. Now Cesaro has Mark Henry, launches him, tried to launch him against the ropes, didn't matter, he turned it back and hits a neck breaker. So that's a nice sequence there by Cesaro. Well done to him as he continues the assault here on Mark Henry. I think the key right now for Kidd and Cesaro, they need to try and isolate Mark Henry or Kane, either one. They've got to try and keep one in there. Don't allow these tags to happen, because Cesaro, another nice reversal there. He's countering some tough moves, and he's really getting the better of Mark Henry here. So if Cesaro can keep Mark Henry in the corner, keep him isolated, and work him down further, that'll give his team the best opportunity to re-win and regain these tag team titles. And now Cesaro might be looking to fly off the second rope. Here we go, that flying uppercut. And that is beautifully executed by Cesaro, who's had enough. In comes Tyson Kidd again. We talked about it a moment ago. Keeping fresh legs is so crucial. The frequent tags needs to happen. And they've done that now, but they've avoided Mark Henry from getting the tag. He was getting close to Kane. If he had a tag there, that would have been a major mistake. But Tyson Kidd able to keep Mark Henry flat on his back, looking up at the lights. They just need him to look at the lights for about 3 seconds, and they've won this matchup. Henry now back in the corner as Tyson Kidd will tag in Cesaro again. Another tag. This is good from Cesaro and Kidd. This is really good. And a kick right to the skull of Mark Henry. And now Cesaro might be looking to perhaps put Mark Henry away. He's waiting for Henry to get back to his feet. He's stalking. He's ready to go. But Mark Henry not getting back to his feet in time. Cesaro may have other ideas here and instead decides to go for a neck breaker. Perhaps might have been looking for that neutralizer a moment ago. Didn't quite... Mark Henry didn't really want to oblige and do what Cesaro wanted. And so instead, another tag being made. Now Tyson Kidd. Oh, Tyson Kidd. Well, look at the power of Tyson Kidd. He's holding Mark Henry up. And Cesaro now launches himself at Mark Henry. And now, this could be it. But the referee, what is going on? The referee, well, he's looking at the crowd. He's looking at, looking at the atmosphere. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Look at the damn match. Stop looking at the crowd. I mean, he's looking at what, the beautiful woman in the third row. I mean, what are you doing, referee? Come on. Look at the freaking match. The match could have been over. Tyson Kidd trying to win it, but instead the referee is looking at no man's land, and Tyson Kidd continues the assault off the top rope now. So now, Mark Henry back to his feet. He's been in this match for quite some time now. Kidd and Cesaro have kept him in there. But Henry just launches Tyson Kidd, and that's the power of Mark Henry. That is raw power that cannot be matched. Cesaro is strong, but he's not the strongest man in the world. And Cesaro now launched to the outside by Kane. Mark Henry now, a good opportunity for either one of these men to perhaps pick up a win here. There will be no interference now. Mark Henry getting picked up there by Tyson Kidd. And now Kidd might be looking for that submission hold again. Tyson Kidd's got it locked in. Tyson Kidd trying to make Mark Henry tap now. Kane's trying to get back in there, but Cesaro's not going to let it happen. But Tyson Kidd did not get the win though. Jeez, he was close. Mark Henry thought about tapping. And now Kane sent over the top rope by Cesaro, who continues the assault on the outside. Henry with a big boot to Tyson Kidd now. And Henry going for that big bear hug. And that is a strong bear hug indeed. Tyson Kidd in trouble. And now Mark Henry taking a chance for a bit of a breather, a big grin on his face. He knows what's coming next. Mark Henry's feeling pretty confident right now. Tyson Kidd trying to pick Henry up. Oh, that's not going to happen though. Henry takes him down. Tyson Kidd might be in some real trouble now. Mark Henry's waiting for Tyson to get back to his feet. Henry's picked him up. Uh-oh. The world's strongest slam. And Mark Henry will win this match for his team and retain the tag team titles. Well, what a victory for the Hall of Destruction. Mark Henry, the world's strongest slam. Not many men kick out of that. And Tyson Kidd, unfortunately, unable to do so. Cesaro was distracted with Kane on the outside. It was really the perfect opportunity for Mark Henry to win this matchup. But earlier on, it was really Cesaro and Kidd, the frequent tags, isolating Mark Henry. I thought really that Cesaro and Kidd were going to get it done, but Mark Henry able to fight back and win it for his team. That's exactly what he had to do because Kane was distracted on the outside. Kane couldn't quite get the tag anyway, so it was really up to Mark Henry to get it done. This is when I really thought Mark Henry was in some real trouble here. The submission hold was applied. I thought it was going to be it. Mark Henry fought his way back into it. And as you can see, waiting for Tyson Kidd to get back to his feet. Picks him up. And you know what's coming next. Here it is, the world's strongest slam. It was all over after that one. And another impressive victory by the Hall of Destruction. They're still the tag team champions. You wonder who is going to beat these two guys two veterans still showing class, still showing us that they still have it, and they can still hang with the best of the best. Mark Henry and Kane, the Hall of Destruction, still your tag team champions. Well, perhaps it might have to be the Beast Code who step up next. I mean, who knows who is going to beat these two guys. They're going to be tough to beat no matter who faces them. The Hall of Destruction retain their titles tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, what a victory for these two guys as we move on to our next match. Alrighty, it is time for our next contest. It is going to be Triple H against Ryback one-on-one. The game about ready to come out here tonight. Alright, this should be a good contest here. It is the final encounter between Ryback and Triple H. It currently stands as Triple H 2, Ryback 0. Triple H vows to beat Ryback one more time and is going to use this opportunity to beat Ryback and perhaps try and submit his place back into the title picture. Triple H has had a rough run as a singles competitor throughout his whole Universe Mode career. But Triple H, he feels as though he's still got plenty of big matches left in him, and he believes he can still be one of the top stars here on Raw. He's confident and he's ready to go. But Ryback, I mean, Ryback's had a rough number of months, but I believe Ryback is just starting to turn things around again. And Triple H is going to have to be pretty damn good to win here tonight. The game is ready and raring to go. Triple H, the King of Kings, versus the big guy, Ryback. Triple H looks confident. And why wouldn't he be? He's the King of Kings, damn it. So he's the game, Triple H, versus the big guy, this man, Ryback. Alrighty, so Ryback, well, what an interesting encounter this is for Ryback. I mean, he was on the verge. Really, he was the next guy in line to be the next contender for that WWE Championship here on Raw, but Ryback just slipped away a little bit. He got in a confrontation with Triple H, and Triple H got the better of him not once but twice. And of course at WrestleMania, these two men met one-on-one, and it was Ryback not able to get the job done on that occasion. Triple H beating him, making it 2-0. And Ryback, he was not happy with that. Ryback wanted one more opportunity at Triple H. He didn't care if Triple H won the overall score. All he cared about is getting the last win. He wanted the last say in this one because in his mind, it only matters what you do in the final match. The last encounter is the only one that matters to Ryback. And here we go. This one is underway. A no-holds-barred match here tonight. One of the extreme matches we have on store for you here. And Ryback and Triple H in the corner right now. So Ryback believes that, look, he was ready to go. He was ready to be back in the title picture again. It's been a long time between drinks for Ryback. Of course, this time last year, he lost his world championship and he got drafted over here to Raw. So things kind of went sour for Ryback ever since he was drafted from SmackDown to Raw. So he wants to kind of rectify things. He wants to kind of get back to the way he used to be as Triple H with that face buster there. Ryback head first right into the knee of the game there. And some big right hands now by Triple H coming after Ryback, who takes down Triple H this time. And again with a big boot. So an opportunity for either of these men. I wouldn't call it a number one contendership matchup because there's so many guys now competing for this WWE Championship. We've had an influx of talent coming along to our Raw, and some guys have stepped up to the plate as well. You look at the likes of Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose coming along and really throwing their name right into the hat of that WWE Championship. Oh, alrighty, so the kendo stick's out already. And he's launching it at Triple H right now. And just to finish that point off, I was just going to say there's so many guys now that Ryback and Triple H feel as though they're slipping down a little bit. You know, whoever does win this matchup, I believe, will have an opportunity in the future to perhaps go after that championship. But both men, it's just really settling the score. Both men simply do not like each other. And of course, it was when Triple H signed Ryback up to join the Authority around about this time last year as well to replace Brock Lesnar, that things kind of turned south for Ryback. Triple H just kind of used Ryback as a placeholder just to try and do some damage to the champion at the time, Randy Orton. But it was never really about Ryback, about building and molding Ryback as the future of Monday Night Raw. It was really just about Triple H getting back at Randy Orton. And that's kind of infuriated Ryback. You know, Ryback believed that he was deserving to be the next big thing here on Raw, but Triple H never really gave him the opportunity that he felt as though he deserved, and the Authority really did, you know, worse for Ryback than any good. So Ryback kind of blames his dissension on Monday Night Raw on Triple H and the Authority. So when Triple H came back, he came out and confronted Ryback and kind of started this whole feud off. And that was about 3 months ago now, just after the Royal Rumble. Ryback rolling Triple H over, trying to win this match over the cover here. Not able to get it though, as Triple H does kick out comfortably at the count of 2. But early days, there's a powerbomb. Triple H sent down. Nice move there by Ryback, well executed there, as he's going to try and pick Triple H up again, and this time he hits the suplex. Down goes the game. So a good start here by Ryback, and that's exactly what the big guy needs. Like I said, a rough matchup at WrestleMania. It was close. It was very, very close. It could have gone either way, but in the end, Triple H managed to pick up the victory. So tonight, their final matchup, we'll see who can have the last say between these two. A shot there by Triple H. And now again, with another steel chair shot. And again, Triple H, relentless right now. And, a big DDT, down goes Ryback. Of course, their first time these two guys met on Raw, it was Ryback getting stretchered out of the building because of the beatdown that Triple H gave him. It was a classic match. It was voted as one of the Match of the Year nominees on the Slammy Awards. It was a hell of a contest between these two. It was a great encounter. Triple H won the matchup, but after the match, it was Triple H assaulting Ryback further on to kind of further emphasize the beatdown that he gave him. And Ryback was sent out of this arena in a bad way. And Ryback believes at WrestleMania he was never really 100%. Triple H gave him some cracked ribs, and it was aggravated in the Elimination Chamber matchup as well. And things weren't going Ryback's way. He was not 100%. He, in his own opinion, and we could disagree with that one, as Ryback takes down Triple H with a clothesline. But Ryback believes now he's finally 100%, and he is ready to go. And he kind of blames Triple H for that injury, and he's looking for a bit of revenge here. So now Ryback has that sledgehammer, and that's Triple H's bread and butter right there. Triple H's baby, in a sense. And Ryback's using it against him, but Triple H not exactly thrilled about that one, and launches himself at Ryback, trying to take the big guy down. And now wraps the legs around the throat of Ryback, but Ryback's not having any of it. Gets out of the way of that one. Looking back for that steel chair now, Triple H trying to get it back off Ryback, and he manages to do so, but neither man has that chair, and Triple H takes out Ryback. Both outside the ring right now. Of course, pinfall submission must occur inside the ring for it to count. And Ryback sent down with a sidewalk slam there by Triple H. The game firing up right now, was Ryback had a bit of momentum, but it's starting to swing back in the favor of the game. Triple H, another attempted shot there, trying to come after Ryback now, and Ryback launched into that barricade. Triple H, what's he thinking about now? Ryback face first on that ringside barricade. And that is not going to do him any favors, that is for sure, as Triple H, come on, Triple H. A bit of a low shot there. And it's all legal in this one. The rule book thrown out the window tonight for majority of our matches here at Extreme Rules. Triple H picking Ryback up, but Ryback finally gets some offense back in, and now he might be back in the matchup, taking down Triple H. And again, this time it's Triple H, though, fighting back and taking down Ryback. So it's close between these two. They know each other's game inside and out by now. And Triple H at the running high knee. There to Ryback. And a big right hand was blocked there by Ryback, and taken down is Ryback. Taking down Triple H, I should say, is Ryback. And now Here we go. Ryback with a submission hold, but it's not going to count, so don't get too excited. But this is just a way to try and emphasize some further damage on Triple H, but he's having none of it as he counters it and takes down Ryback on the outside. He's going to look for that side suplex. He does. So Triple H and Ryback are just throwing their best shots at one another and hoping that it does enough to keep each other down, but it's not quite working yet. Both men still have enough left in the tank. Triple H back to his feet. Ryback is about to follow. They might need to look at getting this one back inside the ring to try and pick up the victory here. As Ryback sent down by Triple H. And now Triple H trying to pick the big guy back up. Triple H might be looking to launch Ryback. Oh, into the steel ring post. Well, that was brutal there by Triple H. That steel ring post coming into play. And again there. And Ryback, perhaps he doesn't know where the hell he is, out of instinct trying to fight off Triple H. And Triple H now launching the barricade. These two men emphasizing the no-holds-barred rules here by just launching each other into whatever they can to inflict as much punishment to each other as possible. Two men who simply just do not like each other, settling their differences here tonight at Extreme Rules. The final encounter, Triple H and Ryback, as Triple H just manages to stop that sledgehammer attack from occurring. And a DDT, perhaps out of a bit of desperation there by Triple H. You can see he's struggling to get back to his feet. Ryback still down. Triple H picking the big guy back up to his feet now. And Ryback launching the barricade again. Triple H has a hold of Ryback. And Ryback meet the ringside barricade again. It happened to him a moment ago. And again this time, Triple H launches his opponent into the barricade. So Triple H now has the upper hand in this one. And the game looking to make it a bit of a three-peat here. 3 in a row for the game. And a clean sweep on Ryback here. Winning this little bit of a series, a bit of a battle between these two guys. Ryback, the former World Heavyweight Champion, the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion in SmackDown history on Universe Mode. Ryback now in some trouble again with that head scissors applied there, but the big guy getting out of the way again. Back to his feet now, Triple H. Uh-oh, Ryback went for a suplex. I thought he was going to get countered there, but instead he just dropped Triple H down in front of him. Triple H was trying to fight back and try and get out of the way and counter back. Didn't quite work out in that way, as now Ryback's going to be taken down as he trips over the steel steps on the outside there. Ryback now has a hold of Triple H. Triple H launched into the steps himself. And Ryback with a belly-to-belly. So these guys are just happy to keep this one to the outside. And why wouldn't they? It's working pretty well for each other. Both just fighting and getting some offense in, and then they're receiving some. It's really back and forth. And Triple H now into those steel steps. What an opportunity this is here tonight to show us what these guys are made of. Triple H again into those steel steps. Ryback has yet to conquer Raw. He's told us that he does not want to leave Raw until he wins the WWE Championship. He did not want to go back to SmackDown. That would be the easy way out, in his opinion. He knows he can go back to SmackDown and probably replicate the success that he had on the blue brand again. But he does not want to do that. He wants to have that success here on Raw. And now Triple H is standing in his way, and Ryback makes sure he takes out Triple H again. Triple H is the one guy that's been able to get the better of Ryback in the last couple of months, and that's infuriated the big guy. Because the big guy, he thinks he's ready. He thinks he's on the cusp of getting himself that big gold belt around his championship, the WWE Championship around his waist once again. And Ryback again launched into the corner there. I don't know if he didn't really meet the steel steps much. I think it was more of that ring post. And again, Triple H launching Ryback into the barricade. That's the name of the game right now, no pun intended, but it's just these two guys just smashing each other around, using the environment around them to their advantage. And Triple H now in some trouble with a predicament here. It's a bear hug there by the big guy, but Triple H countering with a DDT whilst in midair, taking down Ryback. That is well executed and well done there by Triple H, who now... Oh, the steel steps were right in front of him? Why not check him out? Triple H takes down Ryback with a shot there, and again. Oh, this time Ryback rolling out harm's way, and oh, well, that one was effective. Ryback has been cut open. Oh boy. This is not going to be good. Ryback will either enjoy the sight of his own blood here, or it could mess with his mind. Because Triple H, I think he's going to thrive off that. He knows that he's got Ryback beat right now. He just has to get him in the middle of the ring, hit that pedigree, and it's over. And Ryback has to do whatever he can to make sure that that does not happen. Easier said than done, though. Triple H, again, here we go, wraps those legs around the head of Ryback, but I don't know why he's going back to it. It hasn't worked for him all matchup. The third time he's gone for it there, and Ryback comfortably getting out of the way, and the big guy grabs the chair. He's not happy with that chair. I mean, what, he doesn't like that brand of chair? I mean, I don't know. Maybe he didn't like the fact that the announcer or the timekeeper or whatever that was sitting on it. I don't know. But instead, he put it down, and now Triple H finally brings this one back into the ring. As Ryback and Triple H, we might be ready to get a fall here. This could be the end of it. We might be coming to a closure. And this one, Triple H getting Ryback and waiting for him to get back to his feet, launching him into the corner. The game is about ready to make it 3 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. And oh, that shoulder first into the ring post. Triple H has got Ryback beat right now. He just has to hit that pedigree. Ryback now, he might not even need the pedigree. The cover, count of 2 and a kick out. Ryback still has some life in him. The big guy is still fighting. But for how much longer though? Triple H. Oh, wait a minute. Triple H is in trouble. Ryback picks him up, and he might be looking to hit the shell shock. Oh, I was not expecting this at all. Ryback sending Triple H for a ride. It's the shell shock, and it's going to be the cover. Oh, I was not expecting this at all, and Ryback has picked up the win. Well, perhaps Triple H wasting too much time should have went for the pedigree, and Ryback says, well, if you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to finish the matchup. The shell shock was hit. 1, 2, and 3. It's over. The big guy has been fed. He's full, and he wins the match. Ryback finally gets a victory over Triple H here. At Extreme Rules, Ryback settles the score. Well, I guess not really, but it's a win nonetheless for Ryback. He makes it 2-1. And in the end, Triple H does win the overall scheme of things, but Ryback finishes strong. The big guy hitting the shell shock, picking up the victory, and a good win for Ryback nonetheless. A much needed victory for him. I just felt as though Ryback, if he had lost here tonight, he could have been slipping down the card even further, but he's regained his position. The big guy picks up a massive victory for himself, and we could be seeing Ryback back in the title picture very soon. Big win for Ryback. Triple H has to reassess, regroup, and decide what is the future of himself as Ryback wins here tonight at Extreme Rules. As we go ahead and we get ready for our next matchup, it's going to be the World Tag Team title matchup. The Usos versus the Dudley Boyz. Well, that is a huge announcement. Alberto Del Rio is returning. I mean, Monday Night Raw does have the next free agent signing. Will they use it on Del Rio? We'll have to wait and see, but that is a huge announcement. Del Rio coming back on either Raw or SmackDown. We'll find out in the future weeks where he ends up. But first, it is the World Tag Team Championship matchup. The former champions, the Usos, versus the Dudley Boyz, who make their return tonight. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Usos are out to win Tag Team Gold once again here in Universe Mode. So a big challenge here for the Usos. Are they good enough to win their titles back that they did lose at WrestleMania? The Dudley Boyz, they've had a pretty good return. The first time these two teams met was at the Elimination Chamber. The Usos won on that occasion. The Dudley Boyz won at WrestleMania. So now their third and perhaps even their final matchup here tonight. The Dudleys versus the Usos. Who will win here tonight? So they're back, ladies and gentlemen. They've been gone for about 4 weeks now, but our tag team champions are back. They've been spending some time in Dudleyville, and here they are once again, gracing us with their presence. The tag team champions, Bubba Ray Dudley and Devon Dudley, here tonight, defending their championships against the Usos. This is a no disqualification matchup, a tag team contest, so pretty much I think this is going to be a tornado tag team match as well, so both teams in the ring at the same time. Originally it was scheduled to be a tables matchup, and the things have kind of changed. Who knows, we might see some tables, but it has now been changed to a no disqualification matchup. So this will be a good contest between two very, very good teams. The tag team titles are on the line. The Dudley Boyz versus the Usos. Here we go. Tornado tag team no disqualification matchup. It is underway. And what an opportunity this is here for the Usos to once again win tag team gold and become the two-time tag team champions. And the Usos had a very lengthy run with those titles, so you have to wonder how will they be feeling after losing their championships. I mean, they've been very, very good, let's be fair. You know, I've seen the Usos, you know, they've really gone from the worst of the worst. There was a period of time where the Usos, about this time last year, could not buy a win. They couldn't win a match to save themselves. They had no chance of winning any match. I think, you know, they went on months and months and months on a losing streak. Then things started to click. They started having more matches together, and things slowly started to go their way. And then the opportunity came to finally win those tag team titles, and they did. And they've been champions for a long time, up until WrestleMania. So they've had a hell of a run as tag team champions, but now, ever since the Dudley Boyz have been back, they've struggled to hold on to those titles, and of course losing at WrestleMania was the end of their tag team title run. So it's Jimmy Uso to the outside there, going after Bubba Ray. It's Devon in there with Jay. So this is going to be an extreme matchup, there's no doubt about that one, and that has to favor the Dudley Boyz. They are perhaps the tag team kings of hardcore. They know every way to inflict as much damage on your opponent as possible, perhaps not in the ring, but using the outside to their advantage to do so. As Jimmy is sent flying there by Bubba Ray. So this is going to be a hard one to follow, let's be fair. Tornado tag team, no DQ match. This is going to be a bit of a crazy matchup. As what is going on? I mean, earlier on we saw that steel chair about to be used. I believe I was right by Ryback, but he wasn't happy with it. Again, Bubba Ray, he was going to get it, but he wasn't happy with the steel chairs. Is there something wrong with those chairs over there? Do we need to get some new chairs over there? I don't know. As Devon's looking under the ring now. What's he going to try and find? Well, he finds a trusty old baseball bat, and, well, he's swinging for the fences here. Trying to hit a home run on the back of Jey Uso. Didn't happen, though, as Jimmy hits Bubba Ray with a ladder on the right-hand side of your screen. And again, Devon now launching Jay in the corner. And Jimmy's just laying into Bubba Ray on the outside there. Bubba Ray now grabs that ladder back. And, oh, what a shot there! That is brutal, as Jay launches himself off the top rope as well. So an opportunity to win this one for Jay. He just has to capitalize here. Of course, the only way to win this matchup is by pinfall submission inside the middle of the ring, as Devon unable to win that one there. Jay able to kick out. So even if Bubba Ray hits the Bubba Bomb or something on the outside there and goes for the pinfall, it's not going to matter. The referee will not care. And this referee, I mean, he hasn't really cared much about anything tonight. He's been looking around the crowd, trying to scout out someone he can pick up later on. I mean, we all know the referee is certainly a chick magnet. I mean, who wouldn't want a man in stripes? I mean, who wouldn't want to date a referee? He makes the big bucks, gets paid lots. But anyways, the referee is trying to mediate this one, which is going to be difficult for him to do. He's going to try and count to 3 there. It doesn't happen, as he only gets to the 2 count as Jey Uso kicks out. And now Jimmy Uso there taking down Bubba Ray. So they haven't really switched opponents yet. They've been just going after one member of each team, as Devon and Jay, and Jimmy and Bubba Ray. As Jay with a headbutt, down goes Devon. Bubba Ray trying to get back to his feet there, trying to work down Jimmy. And Jay going for attempted suplex. And, oh, Devon counters as Bubba Ray also takes down Jimmy at the same time. And now Bubba Ray to pin Jimmy Uso. Kicks out. So the Dudley boys have kind of gained advantage. You can see, oh, dude, simultaneously kicking each member of the Usos. That's well done there by the Dudleys, the experience and the veteran team, but they haven't really conquered Universe mode yet. The World Tag Team Champions at the moment, so they've got a chance to do so. And oh, well, there you go. There's Jimmy flying off the top with off the second rope with a flying headbutt. He just got so much, he flew halfway across the ring, even though just launching off the second. This goes to show how much the Usos can fly. As attempted pinfall on the other side of the ring there. Now their heads, scissors locked in as Devon using those elbow shots as well. And oh, we've got some blood here already. And Jey Uso has been cut open. Jimmy Uso now in trouble. Bubba Ray takes down Jimmy Uso. This could be it. Bubba Ray to win the matchup for the Dudley boys and retain the titles. Oh, that was close. Just getting that shoulder up as Bubba Ray might be looking to introduce something else into the ring now. What's he going to get? He's got himself a steel chair. He didn't like the ones out there earlier on, but he likes the one out in the ring. Alrighty, so Bubba Ray needs to try and break this pinfall predicament up. He couldn't do so because Jimmy came from behind. As Devon, still in it though, as he takes down Jey face first. And oh, that steel chair. Well, the Usos, unfamiliar territory with these steel chairs and these other weapons, but they're doing a pretty good job with them so far. There's another shot there by Jimmy, but it's not enough to put Bubba Ray away. And he slams him down, hooks those legs. This might be enough though. The Usos to win the titles back. Jeez, again getting so close. The Dudley boys still fighting through though. It's a chaotic, hectic matchup. And it's going to be difficult to break up each other's pinfalls because it's really just non-stop action here. As Devon and Jey is down as Jimmy and Bubba Ray right now. Jimmy launching Bubba Ray into the corner. What's Jimmy thinking about doing now? He's got picking Bubba Ray up, putting him into the corner. We might be seeing a suplex or something of that kind about to occur. Look out, Bubba! Off the top! Oh yes! Now that might be enough to win it for his team. Look out now! And a kick out just at the nick of time of two. Devon plant down Jey in the meantime. That's a huge move by Devon. Look out, Devon might have him. He has. Devon on the other side of the ring, picking Jey up and slamming him down, and that is going to be enough to retain these titles. Jimmy was distracted, and Devon in the meantime able to pick up the win, and all of a sudden the Dudley boys sneak away still as tag team champions. Whoa, what a victory here by the Dudleys here tonight. Now that was a tough encounter. It was a quick fire matchup, but it was high impact, high intensity, and the Dudley boys sneak away again. Well, what a victory there. They'll still retain those titles. They're still tag team champions, but it's not going to get any easier from here. We know the Wyatts are breathing down their necks, and there's going to be many other top tier talents coming along as well. They've got the Inspirational Express, the Lucha Dragons, for example, Golden Stardust. Good teams still here on SmackDown. And you can see the big suplex off the top, and it was Jimmy going for the cover here. In the meantime, Devon hits this and takes down Jey, and Jimmy was distracted. He was continuing the work down on Bubba Ray. Bubba Ray got out of the way, and Jimmy was distracted by Bubba, and Devon able to pick up the victory. So what a victory there by the Dudley boys. Still your tag team champions here tonight. World Tag Team Champions here on SmackDown. The Dudley boys have done it again. And tonight we're going to go ahead and go check in with none other than the advocate for the former WWE Champion, Roman Reigns. It's Paul Heyman as we get ready for our big matchup coming up very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Paul Heyman, the advocate for Roman Reigns. Tonight, Paul, your client has an opportunity again at the WWE Championship. What is his mindset heading in towards his rematch? His mindset is winning. Roman Reigns is a winner. Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler are not. Dolph Ziggler's had a pretty decent run. He's a US champion though. He's not on the level of a Roman Reigns. And Dean Ambrose, he got lucky at WrestleMania. He was in the right time, the right place. He's not truly the deserving champion. He, as far as I'm concerned, is a paper champion. And tonight he is going to get exposed for the fraud that he is. Tonight, my client, Roman Reigns, regains the WWE Championship. He regains his place as the #1 guy in this industry in the face of Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns will destroy and dismantle both Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler on his path to once again achieving greatness. Roman Reigns will not be stopped. So if you want to know his mindset, Roman Reigns' mindset is regaining one thing and that he craves and wants more than anything. He will not stop until he wins back that WWE Championship that he feels as though that he should never have lost. Yes, he got pinned at WrestleMania, but it was a fluke victory. We all know Roman Reigns can beat Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler at any time, at any place, and tonight Roman Reigns proves that once again. Ambrose and Ziggler better be on their best game tonight because even their best will not be enough to beat Roman Reigns. So let's sit back and enjoy as the true champion, Roman Reigns, wins back the WWE Championship and regains his place as the best here on Raw. Alrighty, so it's time to get this matchup underway. It is the United States Champion Dolph Ziggler finally getting an opportunity here tonight at the WWE Championship. And wait a minute, hold on a second. That's Rusev. Dolph Ziggler has no idea, but Rusev's running after Dolph Ziggler. Rusev, from behind, oh, a cheap shot there to Ziggler. And Rusev coming after Ziggler. What the hell's going on here? Rusev taking down Ziggler just moments before his big title match. The big opportunity for Ziggler. The biggest match in his career. You have to wonder, is this a product of The Rock? We know The Rock and Rusev, we suspect that these two have some form of an alliance going on right now. Rusev has helped out The Rock in the past, we assume. And Rusev is back here tonight. Of course, Ziggler beat Rusev to earn this opportunity to get in this matchup. And now Rusev is not going to let him take place in it. Ziggler back in the ring now, back to his feet, wondering what the hell's going on. Rusev has a kendo stick. He's coming in the ring now. And here comes Ziggler. He's fighting back. Ziggler showing some life. But Rusev, oh my God, what a clothesline. Well, there goes that. Ziggler trying to get himself going here, trying to salvage what's left and trying to take his spot in this match, but Rusev's not going to allow him to do it. Now Rusev, a kick to the midsection, launching Ziggler into the corner. Dolph Ziggler just cannot catch a break. Every time he's about to succeed, it seems as though, I'm going to accuse The Rock. Every time Ziggler is about to succeed, The Rock holds him back. The Rock has some kind of personal vendetta out against Ziggler, probably because Ziggler beat him at WrestleMania and proved The Rock wrong, and now The Rock is trying to do everything he can to make sure that Ziggler cannot take place in this match tonight. Rusev beating the hell out of him, launching Ziggler against the ropes now. And again, Rusev just launching Ziggler across the ring. A beatdown that will perhaps cost Ziggler an opportunity to win the WWE Championship. A match that he was promised. A match that he was told he was going to have if he beat The Rock at WrestleMania, which he did. And then he had to qualify again. And Rusev, another shot there to Ziggler. Grabbing the kendo stick again, another shot. Ziggler, there's no way he can compete now. If he does, he'll have no chance. Oh my God. Right in the midsection. And Rusev, what the hell is going on here? I mean, come on. Enough is enough. Rusev just talking some trash to Ziggler, and now he's going to launch him over the top rope and get him the hell out of here. Rusev takes out Ziggler tonight and costs Dolph Ziggler a chance at the WWE Championship. And of course this man would show his face around here. It's our general manager, it's The Rock. And I think he has a bit of an announcement to make. So it seems as though that Dolph Ziggler cannot take his place in the triple threat matchup tonight. So unfortunately, Dolph Ziggler will not get a title shot after all. So tonight, our main event for the WWE Championship will see Dean Ambrose defend in a one-on-one matchup against Roman Reigns. Dolph Ziggler will not be getting a title matchup. It is for the health and safety of Dolph Ziggler. He is not ready to compete. He just got beat down. It would be a safety risk for Ziggler if he competed tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, this is ridiculous. I mean, this has now turned into a one-on-one matchup between Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. But what I want to know is, what the hell gives The Rock any right to determine whether or not Dolph Ziggler is fit to compete or not? This is just another tactic, another ploy to make sure that Dolph Ziggler doesn't get his opportunity. The Rock had a plan. He planned this out, the whole time. He knew Ziggler was going to beat Rusev. He knew Ziggler was going to get an opportunity at the title, but he had a plan up his sleeve the whole time to make sure that Dolph Ziggler could not compete here tonight for the opportunity at the championship. I mean, The Rock just keeps on screwing Ziggler over and over. How the hell does this man still have a job? I have no idea. The board of directors has to step in and do something about it, because The Rock is just running rampant here. He is doing whatever the hell he wants here on Raw, picking and choosing who he wants to succeed and who he wants to fail, and he's trying his hardest to make sure that Dolph Ziggler fails. It's not working so far, but at the very worst, Dolph Ziggler will not get an opportunity here tonight, and that will make sure that Dolph Ziggler is not a champion of Monday Night Raw, the top star here on Raw for another day at least. As here comes the current top superstar here on Raw. His name is Dean Ambrose. He's the WWE champion. And now we have to turn our attention to a one-on-one contest between Ambrose and Reigns for the title. The former Paul Heyman guy, Royal Rumble winner, former Intercontinental champion, made the move from SmackDown to Raw, and at WrestleMania won that championship around his waist and has gone on to take his spot as one of the top superstars here in Universe mode. And Dean Ambrose is ready for a fight tonight, and he's going to get one. It's Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose one-on-one. A lot of bad blood between these two, no doubt about that, as that is the prize we are fighting for here tonight. Paul Heyman, his new client, takes on Dean Ambrose tonight. And what a hell of an opportunity this is for Roman Reigns now. It's all worked out perfectly for him. Roman Reigns, we can assume he didn't have anything to do with it, but instead Roman Reigns now has the chance of a lifetime, has the chance to face Dean Ambrose one-on-one for that WWE Championship. Perfect opportunity now for Reigns. Former champion, he got pinned at WrestleMania by Dean Ambrose. Ambrose snuck in and stole it from Seth Rollins, who had the match won. Ambrose got the pinfall, got the win, and now he has the title. Paul Heyman accusing Dean Ambrose that he's not a true champion. He's just a paper champ. He doesn't deserve that title. And well, tonight, Dean Ambrose has a chance to prove it here tonight, whether or not he does deserve that championship that the referee is holding up in the air. We're about to get this one underway. It's a one-on-one matchup. It's your standard one-on-one. There will be rules applied to this one, and we're going to see two guys just beat the hell out of each other, and we'll see who is the better man in a true technical matchup. Here we go. Ambrose and Reigns one-on-one. Ambrose has the early start here. So what an opportunity now for Dean Ambrose. Main eventing for Monday Night Raw has been a different thing for him. I mean, making the transition from SmackDown to Raw has to be a difficult thing to do. You're coming up against all these new guys, but Ambrose has done it so well. And now Roman Reigns, well, he's had a horrid number of 6 months or so. He's had a really tough time trying to establish himself as a top superstar, but ever since he got Paul Heyman in his corner at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, everything started to click for him. He won the championship at the Elimination Chamber, but he could only hold it for 4 weeks. until he lost it at WrestleMania, and that would have been very disappointing for Roman Reigns. You look back at the history of the WWE Championship throughout the time here in Universe Mode on Raw, and the WWE Championship is generally the one title that's been held for a long time by whoever does win it. And Roman Reigns, one of the shortest reigning champions as with the WWE Championship. So that's a huge surprise. Normally, 3, 4, 5. We've seen, 6-month reigns, 8 months reigns. We've seen some really long title reigns with that title. There's been the fewest amount of champions ever with the WWE Championship here on Monday Night Raw. But Roman Reigns only able to hold that title for 4 weeks has to be very disappointing. And Paul Heyman must be wondering what went wrong and what he can do tonight to rectify it. I'm sure Heyman has given Reigns as much advice as he possibly can to make sure that Reigns does win here tonight. Ambrose has the better start though as he takes down Reigns with a scoop slam now and pick Reigns back up to his feet. Reigns has that arm and a shoulder block down. Down goes Dean Ambrose. Nothing really orthodox about that one. It's just launching yourself at Dean Ambrose, who now is going to throw down with Roman Reigns with a couple of right hands there, whilst Roman Reigns is looking up at the lights. And that is the goal for Ambrose. Keep Roman Reigns down for the count. That dirty deeds, if he hits it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, head first right into the mat. And that might be enough to get a couple of counts here and just apply a bit of pressure on Roman Reigns. It won't win the matchup, but it's just testing Roman Reigns early on here in his big title matchup. Dean Ambrose's first title defense here tonight. It's at Extreme Rules. A hell of an opportunity for Ambrose, who will take down Reigns again. But you have to wonder how much of an impact will Paul Heyman have. He's already trash talking with Dean Ambrose right now. And Ambrose is distracted. He can't allow himself to do that. Oh, Reigns tried to hit the suplex. Ambrose with a counter landed back on his feet. But Reigns, with that side headlock applied, not going to let Dean Ambrose get the better of him in this one. You just have to wonder how much of an impact Paul Heyman is going to have. In my opinion, I think Paul Heyman is going to be probably the difference maker in this one. Paul Heyman can get himself involved, distract the referee, distract Ambrose, and allow Roman Reigns to just take advantage whenever possible. That's got to be the one thing that Ambrose has to be very careful of, and I think that's the one thing I perhaps worry about for Dean Ambrose. Oh, nothing worrying about that one though. That's a nice kick right to the head of Roman Reigns. So Ambrose needs to try and ignore Paul Heyman. I know it's a tough thing to do. Ambrose has so much hatred for Paul Heyman. And we've seen Ambrose and Reigns go back and forth for weeks now. Reigns with a couple of devastating spears to Dean Ambrose, crushing the rib cage. Ambrose in the past has had some rib problems because of Roman Reigns. So it's really a personal rivalry between these two. So I guess it's only fitting. And wait a minute, Paul Heyman getting a steel chair involved. Well, if either one of these two men uses that, they'll get themselves disqualified. And Heyman now, well, he's getting that turnbuckle pad, taking it off as well. The referee distracted there, and Reigns wanted to go for the pinfall, but the referee was distracted. So Paul Heyman perhaps trying a little bit too much there, and perhaps costing his client an opportunity to win the match. And now Reigns trying to pick Ambrose up in a nice counter, grabbed the arm and tossed Roman Reigns down. So Paul Heyman bringing out all the tricks tonight. He's got the chair involved, trying to take the pads off. He's trying to do everything he possibly can. Next to be grabbing the referee's leg and taking him out of the ring. But Reigns kicking out at one. Paul Heyman just going to check out the view again. Get a bit of a better look at Dean Ambrose and talk some smack while he's there. And now Reigns able to take advantage again. The referee will get rid of the steel chair. Neither man took the bait anyways, as Reigns launching Ambrose around the ring 3 times in a row. And Roman Reigns, well, he has that huge advantage. Paul Heyman making his presence known early on here. Ambrose just has to keep on fighting and just have to keep on going until eventually Paul Heyman might get ejected or just, kick out at 2 until Paul Heyman is, run out of ideas to do. But obviously Ambrose hates Paul Heyman so much that when Paul Heyman's going to get on the apron, Ambrose will want to take a cheap shot at Paul Heyman. And why wouldn't you? Get your hands on that slimy Paul Heyman, the man that tried to cost Dean Ambrose's career. Let's not forget that. Ambrose was the former Intercontinental Champion. Yes, Ambrose lost it to Jack Swagger on an episode of SmackDown, but Ambrose was promised a rematch clause, which Paul Heyman, he went to SmackDown General Manager Edge and told Edge that Ambrose doesn't want it, when Ambrose clearly did. Ambrose, luckily enough, went on to win the Royal Rumble shortly after, and his attentions turned to the WWE Championship here on Raw. But Ambrose had a fair shot at that Intercontinental Championship, and well, Paul Heyman didn't let his client do it, and that was the last straw for Dean Ambrose. He had enough by then. Before that, it was Paul Heyman telling everyone in his interviews that Ambrose just simply wasn't good enough. He didn't have the work ethic. He wouldn't do what Paul Heyman said, so Paul Heyman was getting frustrated at him, and now Reigns has a hold of Ambrose again. He's going to launch him for a further 3 more times. There's the second one, going for the third. So really, the trust was gone between Ambrose and Heyman after a successful alliance for a number of months there. But Heyman started to refuse to go ringside with Dean Ambrose. He didn't want anything to do with Dean Ambrose for a while there. And when Ambrose needed his help, Paul Heyman didn't give it. And I'm not sure what happened there, but just the relationship fell out. And eventually, Ambrose won the Royal Rumble, and Heyman told Ambrose not to go to Raw. He wanted Ambrose to stay on SmackDown, and Ambrose defied Paul Heyman and went to Raw. And eventually, Heyman turned his back on Dean Ambrose by aligning himself with Roman Reigns, who would eventually try and take Ambrose out. But unfortunately for Heyman, it hasn't worked out all that favorably for him, because Ambrose in the end was the winner. And there's a big spear by Roman Reigns. And speaking of winners, that is a winning maneuver right there. Didn't go for the cover though, and that might have cost Roman Reigns. Perhaps he thought too early in it, but a big spear out of nowhere and a DDT to follow it there by Dean Ambrose. Well, they hit the spear, you follow it up with a pinfall and you win the match, but maybe Roman Reigns is thinking that might not be enough to put Ambrose away this early. Decided against it, and anyways, it cost him the control of this matchup, because Ambrose was able to fight back. But there's a nice gut-wrench suplex there to take down Dean Ambrose by Roman Reigns. Who now, hold on a second, this is Roman Reigns going to the top rope. You don't normally see this. What's Reigns thinking of doing now? Flying with a flying fist drop there on Dean Ambrose, going for the cover now. This might be it to put Dean Ambrose away and win the title. Ambrose comfortably kicking out at the count of 2. Not yet for Roman Reigns. Still one more big matchup to come later on, ladies and gentlemen. It is our main event. Brock Lesnar and Kevin Owens for the World Heavyweight Championship in an Extreme Rules matchup. But this one still has plenty left to go, that is for sure. These two men are going to want to beat the hell out of each other for as long as they can, until one man cannot get up anymore. Ambrose kicked away there by Roman Reigns. Stopping away now is Reigns, trying to continue the assault in that corner there, that top right-hand corner. Reigns waiting for Ambrose to kind of regain his composure, but Ambrose, well, he regained it, and he did something very good with it. He took Reigns off his feet and has a chance. Oh, Paul Heyman again getting himself involved, and Ambrose distracted. Paul Heyman saying, "Hello, come look at me." Well, that's typical Paul Heyman. He wants everybody to look at him, and he did so. And Ambrose now could lose this matchup right now. Oh, a kick out at 2. He's a little unlucky there, Ambrose. I think his head, the top part of his head, was underneath the rope. The referee didn't catch it. But if that had been a 3 count, I think Ambrose would have been screwed over a little bit there, because his head was underneath the ropes. It should have been a rope break. Unlike our other matches tonight, the rope breaks are enforced. And unfortunately for Ambrose, he didn't get the rub of the green right there. And now, Ambrose straight down, head first, is Roman Reigns. And we've seen Ambrose win many matches with this submission hold as well. And now, Roman Reigns, will he tap out? Paul Heyman, you can see, he can't believe it, begging for Reigns to get out of the hold, and Ambrose releases it anyways. Ambrose probably thinking, I'm not going to get Reigns here, but if I can lock it in for a good period of time, I can do some good damage here to Roman Reigns. Reigns with a back body drop, sending down Dean Ambrose though, and now Reigns is just waiting and stalking, ready to destroy his prey. Reigns has Ambrose locked up, but a DDT! He countered it! The spear was coming! Ambrose scattered it out and hits the counter. Well, earlier on it was Reigns who connected. This time Ambrose knew it was coming, and he was good enough to counter. Attempted suplex, Reigns countering, hits one of his own. It is neck and neck between these two right now as Reigns looks to pick Dean Ambrose back up. And now Reigns, what is he thinking? He's got Ambrose up, And he's just going to toss him away for a fall away slam. And Paul Heyman's pretty happy about that one, cheering on Roman Reigns as well. But Ambrose tossing Reigns away. And like we said, these two guys, as soon as one of them throws something at each other, the other hits back. It's really back and forth. But somebody will have to crack soon. How long can these two warriors keep fighting for before somebody makes a mistake? And that one mistake could cost them an opportunity here at this WWE Championship, or cost them the WWE Championship themselves. As Ambrose kicks Roman Reigns again, and now Ambrose is waiting for Reigns to get back to his feet. This might be the one mistake that Reigns has made. Ambrose now hooks the arms. We're about to see the dirty deeds. And now Ambrose to win this matchup and retain the title. And Paul Heyman drags the referee out of the ring. You've got to be kidding me. The referee has to get rid of Paul. He's interrupted too many times. And it's a damn shame. Ambrose had the match won, you would think. I don't think Reigns was kicking out there as Reigns, with a right hand sending Ambrose down to the outside. As Ambrose tried to climb that top rope, perhaps that was a mistake made by Dean Ambrose. But now Reigns has a hold of Ambrose, but will be taken down. So Ambrose just can't catch a break here. As soon as he looks as though he's going to capitalize on Roman Reigns and perhaps win this matchup, well, the advocate, Paul Heyman, gets himself involved. And that's the beauty of having somebody to watch your back out there. In a matchup like this, it is so important. Ambrose once had Paul Heyman watching his back, but that relationship fell through, as we mentioned a moment ago. And now Reigns back in the ring. A count of 6. A count out will not win him the title here. He needs to make sure that Ambrose gets back into the ring. A count of 7. If Reigns doesn't let Ambrose get back in, or he will. A count of 8. So, geez, Reigns kind of get thin there. As now Reigns has a hold of Ambrose. He's going to pick him up again and takes Ambrose down the powerbomb, but still has those legs hooked and tries to win the matchup. But geez, that was close. Ambrose nearly had his hands on the ropes, but couldn't quite grab them. But he was still good enough to kick out. The count of 2. Oh, attempted Superman punch, waved away there by Ambrose. And Reigns trying to end this matchup, but Ambrose just swatting those fists away. And now Reigns on that top rope. He could be in some trouble, but Reigns countering and now looks to fly himself. Takes down Ambrose, and now Roman Reigns. This is his moment. This is his chance. Ambrose is down, but Reigns attempted kick, but Ambrose hits back with a big move, taking down Reigns. Now you just felt as though that was Roman Reigns' chance. He was unable to capitalize on it, and now the submission hold is going to be locked in. Roman Reigns in real trouble. Paul Heyman cannot believe it. He doesn't know what to do. Reigns in the middle of the ring. Doesn't quite tap out though. But Reigns unable to get back to his feet really. He's crawling around the ring. Ambrose in complete control right now. Ambrose is one big move away from winning this matchup. And that might be the one with a DDT. Ambrose not going for the pinfall though. I think that could have been enough to perhaps put Reigns away. But this will be a little bit more effective. The dirty deeds. Again. One more time. But Paul Heyman, you can see in that top left hand corner, talking trash to the referee, getting the referee's attention. And Ambrose once again a dirty deeds that will not get the 3 count. What more can Ambrose do? He really has to try and get rid of Paul Heyman. But I think the referee has just told Paul Heyman to get the hell out of here. Reigns another attempted Superman punch with the miss though, once again blocked by Ambrose. So Heyman has been evicted from the matchup. Reigns is all by himself now with that side headlock. He's tried and tried to hit the Superman punch, but it's not working for him. Ambrose still staying in it. Ambrose fighting Reigns off. And now Roman Reigns set into the corner. Ambrose is ginger. How much left does he have? That fuel tank is getting very low, but he's still got enough to hit a tornado DDT using the top rope for extra leverage. And Ambrose taking a quick breather and in good, He needs to. He's got nothing left in the tank right now. 2 dirty deeds, still unable to pick up the win. And this might be the one move he's looking for. The blood dripping down Roman Reigns' forehead as he looks to try and escape this hold. And Ambrose locking it in, doing even further damage to Reigns. We feel as though Ambrose has got nothing left. What about Roman Reigns? Reigns has been trying to hit his best maneuvers. The Superman punches, for example, and it's not working for him. As now he's taken down again by Dean Ambrose. What can Roman Reigns do to get back in this matchup? I don't think he really can. I think Ambrose is about ready to put it away. Reigns is running on fumes, the blood dripping down his forehead as we mentioned. And now Ambrose, power bomb! And here we go, bridges it over, this might be it, Reigns in real trouble, shoulders down, and Ambrose gets it! Ambrose has got it! The big power bomb! And he flipped over the top of Reigns, and the shoulders were down, Reigns had nothing left, and Ambrose finally puts Roman Reigns away and defends the WWE Championship for the first time here in his career. Dean Ambrose has done it, and what a battle it was between these two men. Paul Heyman having a huge say on this matchup. I thought Ambrose would not be able to survive long enough for Paul Heyman to get evicted, but he did. And Ambrose hitting the powerbomb to win this match for him. Reigns taking down Ambrose. We thought maybe Reigns was going to get back in it, but another counter there by Ambrose, who grabs a hold of Roman Reigns. Here it was, picks him up, takes him down with a brutal powerbomb, and there you go, works the bridge as well. Roman Reigns really right on his neck there. That is very difficult to kick out of that position. And Ambrose has retained the title tonight in a clinic. There's no doubt about that. Dean Ambrose still your WWE Champion. Roman Reigns, well, he'll have to go back to the drawing board. He can't beat Ambrose tonight. There's still one more match to go, ladies and gentlemen. It's for the World Heavyweight Championship, and it starts right now.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event. It is the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar versus Kevin Owens for the World Heavyweight Championship. I cannot wait for this one. Brock Lesnar is looking to win his first championship since coming to SmackDown last year. The Beast has had 1 year without the gold, and he's not exactly thrilled about it. The longest reigning WWE champion in Universe Mode history, but for the last year he's been chasing down the championships, but he has not had much success. He's had some different rivalries thrown in the mix as well, getting in his way of achieving greatness here on SmackDown, but now he's ready to go. He's got rid of John Cena at WrestleMania. He's the #1 contender, and he faces Kevin Owens here tonight for an opportunity to dethrone Kevin Owens and stop Owens' reign so far as the champion. Brock Lesnar, he wants to become a 2-time world champion here in Universe Mode. This is his night. This is his chance to do so. It's going to be very, very tough though, as he's coming up against the fastest rising rookie in SmackDown and Universe Mode history. His name is Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, our World Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen. You talk about success, you talk about a guy who has rose to the top faster than anybody else we've ever seen. You cannot go past Kevin Owens. Ever since debuting on SmackDown after the Royal Rumble, Kevin Owens has made a hell of a statement. On his first night, he basically told CM Punk that championship that Punk had at the time was coming Kevin Owens' way, and at WrestleMania, that did come true, where Kevin Owens defeated CM Punk. Not only did he beat CM Punk, he finished the career of Punk, and Kevin Owens has beaten the likes of Lesnar in the past, Cena, Sting, Undertaker, Batista, Jericho. He's outlasted these guys, he's beaten them as well. Kevin Owens, who the hell can stop him? It might have to be Brock Lesnar. I can't see anybody else being able to beat Owens other than Lesnar here tonight. The success of Lesnar could drive him to another championship here tonight, but he has to go through Kevin Owens. That's the prize we're fighting for here tonight, the World Heavyweight Championship that has been held by many greats here on SmackDown, and Kevin Owens is looking to submit his legacy as one of those greats. It's Lesnar versus Owens, and it begins right now. This one is underway. Lesnar and Owens. Owens with the first piece of offense, sending Lesnar into the corner. And turns him around. What's Owens thinking about here? Lesnar now also into the corner again. Tempted clothesline, but misses. Lesnar scouting out Kevin Owens well here. And Lesnar trying to pick Owens up. Extreme Rules match, of course, ladies and gentlemen. I failed to mention that. But it is Extreme Rules. It's the rule book thrown out the window. Use whatever the hell you want. Do whatever the hell you want to try and win this match. It's the name of the game here tonight. Kevin Owens looking to defend the title for the first time in his career. And Brock Lesnar with a clothesline. It was stiff. It was effective. And it's taken down Kevin Owens. And Lesnar looking for the outside. And he's got a kendo stick. Try to whack it between the eyes of Kevin Owens, but it's instead in the midsection of Lesnar. And Owens unable to strike again as Lesnar now has the kendo stick. Owens wants it back though. Lesnar now wants it. Fighting over this stick. And Lesnar throws it away. He doesn't care. I mean, his fists do more damage than a kendo stick, let's be honest. Those elbow strikes as well, they are brutal and deadly. Kevin Owens has to be very careful here of Brock Lesnar. Every move that Lesnar does is so powerful. It's so damaging just like that. That is a hell of a powerbomb to the outside. And Owens has to be careful. He has to be watchful of these moves, because if they connect more often than not, it could be the end of an Owens title reign. It's Lesnar now. Takes down Kevin Owens to the outside. And again, stomping away now. Brock Lesnar has Kevin Owens right where he wants him. Outside this ring, you'd think that would probably suit Kevin Owens more than Lesnar. But so far, it's in favor of Brock Lesnar. But now, the tide has turned as Lesnar getting launched into those steel steps there by Kevin Owens. And a right hand there by Lesnar, throwing some bombs here. Both men launching everything they have at each other. Midsection is being kicked and kneed right there by Owens. What can Kevin Owens do out here? I mean, look to the outside, perhaps try and bring a steel chair or something in play, that kendo stick again, to try and wear down the beast. Or how about some steel steps? They're pretty effective too. The steel stairs now, and Lesnar in trouble. Rolls out of harm's way just in the nick of time, but didn't roll out of that one. Now that is between the eyes. This time in the lower torso as well. And Owens just unleashing those steel steps on Lesnar right now. The damage has been done. Kevin Owens is looking pretty good. A good start for the world champion, and a suplex to add insult to injury as well. Kevin Owens, that's what he's all about. He's egotistical, he's arrogant, he's cocky. He'll do whatever it takes to win. He'll use your own damn moves against you, because that's the type of guy Kevin Owens is. And he can also fly off the top rope with an elbow drop to the outside. And Kevin Owens taking a quick breather. It's been a fast-paced start to this one. I think he'll need one. Kevin Owens now attempted suplex again. He connects. Another German suplex. So the mayor of Suplex City, it's election time, and Kevin Owens is running for office pretty well. The population is starting to sway their votes in favor of Kevin Owens, because the suplexes are coming to Lesnar's way. 3 now for Brock Lesnar. And Kevin Owens taken down again there by the Beast. And geez, he needed to do that because Lesnar was in some trouble. That move might just get him back into it. Kevin Owens now trying to get fighting over these stairs. Kevin Owens wins the battle. And Owens has used these stairs effectively already in this matchup, and doing it again. And again, another shot there. Owens looking pretty good right now, you'd have to say. Lesnar is in some real strife here. What can Lesnar really do here? Oh, that knee right into the outside of the ring as well. Of course, the pinfall submission must take place inside the ring. That's all that really matters in this one. Everything else, you can do whatever the hell you want. Now, and Kevin Owens will know that, so he needs to try and work towards getting Lesnar back in that ring. And he might be looking to do that here. Oh, instead, Lesnar, I think he was trying to launch him into those stairs and the barricade, but Lesnar turned his course, but still fell down to his knees and then on his belly there. As Owens now into the ringside barricade. That's exactly what Owens wanted to do for Lesnar. Didn't pull it off though, and now Owens put back in the ring. Lesnar to follow it up. Now these two men back inside the ring. The pinfalls will start to occur now. Kevin Owens taking down Lesnar. But, oh, a shot there to the lower midsection of Kevin Owens. Lesnar now taking down Owens. Close matchup between the two. Side headlock applied now by Brock Lesnar. The submission holds have not been successful tonight. But this one doing some good damage here. He's got it in for a while here. Kevin Owens unable to break the hold. And why should Kevin Owens? I mean, look at the size of the arms of Brock Lesnar. Not many men are able to break out of that. That headlock has done some good damage there for Lesnar and has gained him the upper hand in this contest. And now Kevin Owens to put Lesnar away here. Count of 2, but he kicks out. And Kevin Owens just wondering, what can I do to Brock Lesnar to put him away here? Trying to regroup, trying to reassess the situation. And oh, Kevin Owens taking down Lesnar. And straight back to his feet as well. A nice display of athleticism there by Kevin Owens, who now rolls Lesnar over. And perhaps a pinfall will be coming soon to apply a little bit more pressure on Brock Lesnar. Just a simple stomp away, nothing pretty about that. But that's what Kevin Owens is all about. He has the pretty moves he can do, but when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, he can certainly match up with the best of them. Here we go, Kevin Owens, count of 2! Lesnar with that right shoulder just getting back up. Kevin Owens unable to win this match just quite yet. He's got a little bit more work to do before he gets there. But he's wearing down the beast. Kevin Owens now. Here we go. He's finishing Brock Lesnar off now, perhaps with a package powerbomb. Now that is one move that you need to watch out for, because that can win and retain a title for you. And Owens unable to win here on this occasion. Lesnar stays alive in it. But you know the pop-up powerbomb is generally coming very soon after. And now Owens is going to go for it again, perhaps. This time the package pile driver. Well, Kevin Owens really dealing the damage now to Lesnar. There's no way Lesnar kicks out of that. The damage done to his neck is irreversible. And jeez, Kevin Owens is now in disbelief. Lesnar gets the left shoulder up somehow. But Owens is still on the offense here. Kevin Owens is ready to put Lesnar away. Don't turn around, Brock. You're not going to like what's next. Uh-oh, Lesnar with the counter. And I tell you what, Lesnar had to counter that, because if Owens hits the pop-up powerbomb or one of those package maneuvers, it would have been all over. And now a table introduced into this matchup. Hang on a second. Kevin Owens taking it back off Lesnar, trying to whack Lesnar in the face with it. Unable to get a strike in. And this time Lesnar does. And Owens straight down to his feet. And again Lesnar working down Kevin Owens with these table shots. But unable to really get the better of Kevin Owens here, who does grab the table back. Owens unable to swing for the fences here. And Lesnar has it back. And again into the midsection of Kevin Owens. So Lesnar hasn't been able to hit the F5 or the suplexes, but those table shots there will certainly do the damage that Lesnar is certainly looking for. And now he hooks the arms, and he's going to pick him up. And that's a suplex, not generally what you see from Lesnar, but he's bringing out all the stops here tonight to try and put Kevin Owens away. It's been all Owens here so far, and Lesnar's trying to work his way back into it. And Owens face first into the steel ring post. That'll do it. Lesnar now. That shot there to the back of Kevin Owens. Lesnar trying to get the better of Kevin Owens now. Lesnar again taking down Kevin Owens. Alrighty, he's looking good now. Brock Lesnar starting to fire up here. Kevin Owens looking up at the lights, wondering what the hell is going on. Well, you better figure out where you are, Kevin, because you're about to lose this match if you don't. Lesnar sending Kevin into the ringside barricade. But what is next for Kevin Owens? Oh, there's a closer view of it. Well, Kevin Owens doesn't exactly like the fans all that much, and the fans are having something to say about Kevin Owens whilst he's so close to them. But that won't worry Kevin Owens, who's looking for a belly-to-belly perhaps. Lesnar with a counter. But Kevin Owens just using his weight and forcing Lesnar down with that shoulder block. It's close between these two right now. Kevin Owens has gotten the better of Lesnar so far, but Brock is slowly working his way back into it. You get the feeling soon the next big move could put this one away. A shot there on Owens. Oh, a big kick there to Kevin Owens there by Lesnar. Owens has beaten Brock in the past. Brock will know this. He knows what he has to do to win this one. And a counter two. Not yet. Kevin Owens still kicking out. So can Brock Lesnar learn from his mistakes last time to this time beat Kevin Owens? Here we go. Suplex time. There's one. Finally, we're going to see some suplexes. And the crowd erupts here. They're all on their feet because they know Lesnar is taking Owens to Suplex City. Owens is down. And Lesnar now looks to perhaps put him away. This might be enough to win the title. Owens still kicks out at 2. That is a close pinfall predicament for Kevin Owens. But he still finds a way to power out. Lesnar now hooks the arms again and sends down Kevin Owens. And now hooks the other leg. Here we go. Owens in trouble. Must kick out. And he does. The title still in Kevin Owens' hands. Brock Lesnar thought he had one hand on the title. But not yet for Brock. And Kevin trying to launch himself for a drop kick. It's missed. And now Lesnar. Look at that. Oh, I thought he was going to follow it up with a cover straight away. Unable to do so. I think if he had gone for it, he might have put Kevin Owens away there. Instead, Lesnar might be thinking bigger. Lesnar looking for the F5. Lesnar's got Owens up. Now, oh, wait a second. Owens countering. DDT. Well, that would have been it. That would have been it right there for Brock Lesnar. If he hits the F5, he is the new world champion. But instead, Kevin Owens countering. And that knee in the back of Lesnar's head. And this is not going to be good now for Lesnar. Owens is thinking big. He's thinking pop-up powerbomb perhaps. Here we go. Lesnar against the ropes. There it is. The pop-up powerbomb. Hook of the leg. The cover. 2 and 3. Kevin Owens retains the title here tonight at Extreme Rules. He just barely survives. I tell you what, if that F5 connects, it would have been over. But Kevin Owens good enough to break out of the predicament, and he retains the title tonight. He walks out as champion, Kevin Owens, with his first successful title defense, and what a scalp he has under his belt. It is the Beast Brock Lesnar. Well, if you didn't believe in Kevin Owens yet, what about now? That is as an impressive victory as you'll see. Owens working down Lesnar. He almost let his dominance slip for a moment there, but he was classy enough and good enough to take back control and hit the pop-up powerbomb and win the match. Kevin Owens still your SmackDown World Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude Extreme Rules tonight. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button for me. Let's try and shoot for 15 likes. If you can hit 15 likes, I will put up the next episode of Universe Mode for you guys to enjoy. Also, if you did watch the entire Extreme Rules pay-per-view, in the comment section down below right now, I want you to type in the word Extreme, hit send. I want to know that you guys enjoy this pay-per-view. Put the word Extreme in there, and of course hit that subscribe button, because that's the only way you'll be able to stay up to date with everything Brendan plays. And I also want to know your feedback on what was your favorite match throughout the pay-per-view. Let me know in the comment section down below. Kevin Owens still your World Heavyweight Champion. Dean Ambrose still your WWE Champion. What a night it has been. Thank you very much for joining us for Extreme Rules. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next episode.